orthopedic specialists.
Hey, it's Brent with Arosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
You've got a front row seat for Jaguars football all year long. This is 1010XL, WJXL AM and FM, Jacksonville Beach, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
No, you see, you get $150 in bonus bets after your first $5 bet hits.
Did somebody say hit?
Whoa, Ray Lewis? We were just saying if your bet hits.
Huh. You know I love a good form tackle.
We know, Ray. We know.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Before termites attack your home or business and cause costly damage, Terminix it. At Terminix, we know how to stop termites. These destructive pests have been around for millions of years, but before they show up, so do we. And their time is up. Don't live with a termite problem? Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com. Terminix it.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duvall Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Guggen's go time on a Monday morning. Next Gen Roofing Monday. We need them today. The roof has collapsed. Finally, the ceiling has been breached. There's so much to get into. It's a melancholy morning, man. It was hard to watch football with much interest after the way things finished up yesterday. We had them till we didn't. It was a game that went like a lot of Jaguars games this year, and most of the time we've had that final moment magic. We've been able to either make the stop we had to make, or put together the drive we had to put together, or make the kick, or make the play, or force the turnover. And yesterday was one of those rare NFL games. And there are a couple things to pick apart, don't get me wrong. But a game that you didn't really blow the game. You just lost a really good playoff game to a really good playoff team, but more importantly, man, to the best player who stepped on that field in a lot of years. Josh Allen is a force of nature, isn't he? Watch that guy up close. What does that Bills team have? They shut James Cook down. They may have, they could have run a free agent, non-roster invitee. They could have taken a college walk-on and gotten half the production they got from the NFL's leading rusher yesterday. Job one, mission accomplished. Shut down James Cook. And boy, did they. And with a cast of receivers that look like they should be playing in a spring football league, that dude just saddles up and makes a play. If you need a yard, he gets 2. If you need 10, he gets 12. And it was the Superman performance. First NFL postseason game with 4 fourth-quarter lead changes. Game should have been tied. All right, couple things here, and I'll get to the most obvious one, and because it's one of those, and these are the situations that put coaches most in the spotlight when it comes to the Monday morning quarterbacking. It's the ones where everybody, either in the stadium or at home, is screaming at the TV, telling you what to do. Some may be telling you to do what you did. Many others were screaming at you to do what you didn't. Whether it's calling a timeout, when to use them, right? There's certain of those plays, challenge, those type things that really draw the spotlight. And I understand that one when it comes to taking those points. I'm going to circle back, though, because to me, the one thing that I think Liam Cohen, as he looks back on this game yesterday before resting on what they did at the entirety of the season, there is no world in a playoff game where your running back should be running at 14 for 128 and your quarterback have twice as many attempts. There is no rationalization. There's no excuse. There's no reasoning. A big error yesterday. All the potential running back production that was left on the cutting room floor is damn near inexcusable. And those guys, those running backs, every time it got in their belly, they were going for 7, 8, 12, 20 yards. Every time. We run the football, get 6 yards, 2nd and 4, throw. It's the number 1 pass defense in the league. They're 28th against the run. Your running backs are getting 9.5 a carry. Why are they only getting it 14 times? We're not down 21-3. We didn't have to go pass happy. There is no explanation. There is no answer that's right. That was a big mistake. There's no glossing it. There's no explaining it. Huge error. You're facing the number 1 pass defense. You're facing the number 28 rush defense, and you are gashing them. And you won't run the football. It's maddening. You won't run the football. Your running backs are averaging 9.5 a carry, not on 3 carries, on 14 of them. 14 for 128, and you stop giving it to them. What in the world, man? So that's the part that at least schematically, fundamentally, philosophically resonate on that one. Too many times this year that we're running the ball effectively and we abandon it. It's a playoff game. Things change in the postseason. I'm not going to sit here because of how long we've been doing this and how many games I've been to and pretend I know more football than Liam Cohen. I'm not the one to sit here and tell him how it is. But it's been my experience in watching and, more importantly, covering now the 10th Jaguars postseason, or 9th, whatever the number is, okay? The postseason is different. You got to throw out some of what your regular season mentality is. In week 3 at Cincinnati, if it's 4th and 2 from the 8-yard line and you want to go for it, even though you missed, even though you gave Cincinnati the ball and the momentum, even though Cincinnati went all the way down the field and scored what became the game-winning touchdown, even though all that happened to you, and the postseason is that much more important, it's not registering with you. It didn't register yesterday. And I'm okay with disagreeing with the decision. There are plenty of people that say, go for it there, get the, what would it have been? We would have taken, a 14-3? No, what would the score have been? What was the score? It was 10-7 at that point. What was the score at that point? 7?
Was it 10-7 or we were up?
Yeah,
7-0?
either way. Take the we'd have been 10-3. We're up 7-3.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, would have taken a touchdown lead. Those points are so precious. And by the way, here's what bothers me about throw your test balloons out there in the regular season. Man, don't get married to something that is certainly subjective at the very least. There are a lot of narratives that can be talked around why you do what you do. And for instance, if we kicked there, the game could have gone differently. You can throw in analytics, use whatever semantics you want. This is what I know is absolute. Okay? It's not football opinion. It's not flavor of the month when it comes to strategy. Has nothing to do with playbooks or referees. This is one thing I know is absolute. You know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? Math. That don't change. Math, as they say, is math. And in the postseason, with home field advantage, and not just what you don't gain on the scoreboard by going 4th and 2 and missing, but you sacrifice much more than those 3 points. You gave up momentum. You didn't take advantage of the turn. Same thing in Cincinnati. You had the turnover in their side of the field. You don't always have to get the kill shot. Sometimes you can let them bleed out slow, man. Taking a 7-point lead there is the play. And if we're in the postseason next year against a real good team, and it's 4th and 2 from the 8 or whatever, in that area, in the first quarter with a 4-point lead, we need to take those points. And I know it's the heat of the battle right after. And you're digging your heels on. If you're a coach or a Jaguars player, you left that field, even with all decisions were made, thinking you should have won the football game, and I get it. And I hope this is more immediate reaction than it is a marriage to a lifelong strategy. But what bothers me initially, it's not the fact that I disagree with the call. It seems to be Liam Cohen is not up for discussion when it comes to any variable that's not the right thing to do.
Not at all.
It wasn't even a decision.
Not even a close decision. It was all a go for it on all the metrics. And, with where you're at down there that low, you got to go for it. 4th down, that low, you at least feel like you're going to have an opportunity to stop them and have a field position change. And at the very worst, you get the ball back with good field position, and didn't end up working out.
Yeah, they went 90-something yards for a touchdown, all the momentum in the lead.
That's like that's like when you take your hand on a chalkboard and you just
yeah, we don't want to hear. And again, it's right after the game. I hope that's not a marriage. In the exact same situations, the way you live and learn and grow and turn losses into wins is learn your lesson. Lesson learned. Just because everybody else is doing it doesn't make it the right thing. And everybody and their coach's brother wants to go for it on 4th down, anywhere on the gosh dog field. Swim upstream a little bit. Take your points, man. Get your touchdown lead at home. Keep the momentum coming off the turnover. Don't put it all on a dive. So certainly, math is math. And according to math, kick the field goal there, and it's 30-30, and they might still be playing sudden death. So to reflect on the game and not understand math, and that not kicking that field goal cost you the game. If we want to be blunt, you can play out a million this there. Well, they would have done this, and we would have done that. Whatever. They didn't, you didn't. It'd be 30-30. I imagine the Bills, if the score were what it were, would have scored the touchdown and tied it 27-all rather than take the 27-24 lead. It would have been 27-20 Jags when they were driving. So there's that. And then there's this just good old is what it is, how to lose a football game. Your offense took the lead for you twice in the 4th quarter, D. Twice in the 4th quarter, they took the lead. And the second time they gave it to you, just get one stop, man. There were so many moments on that final drive that I was thinking about just the full circle in some regards. But man, when you're in training camp, you work on 4-minute offense and defense, and you work on red zone. And I was sitting there watching that last drive, what ended up being the last drive of the season. I'm sitting there watching and said, man, it just yesterday, we were in August, and it's the second or third training camp, and you got 80 guys out there running around in shoulders and helmet pads doing 4-minute offense and defense, and then more importantly, red zone. And we report, the defense was strong in the red zone. Jarian Jones had an end zone interception. Well, there those two things played out in sudden death and could not play 4-minute defense, let him drive the length of the field, and could not play red zone defense. All right, I do have one question, and then we'll get into some more of the breakdown. It's a melancholy Monday, man. I mean, my heart's not in it. I'm like all y'all out there. It's bitterly disappointing. And I think as this ages, right, there was a lot that was accomplished this year, but I've been here for a long time. I'm not assuming anything going into next football season. This is still a football team that's given us one heck of a honeymoon, but let's just improve the foundation moving forward. I've seen too many Jaguars football teams that gave us a lot of hope and even prospects for the future. You got to go out and play it again next year, a first place schedule, all that good stuff. Oh, draft talk. No. Anyway, it's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Save on all your roofing needs. Get a quality local roofer. No one blowing into and out of town, particularly when it comes to emergency situations. You got to watch out. In the meantime, roofs don't last forever, man. So when it comes time for that checkup, make sure you use our friends at Next Gen Roofing. Come back on the other side. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL.
It's D-Rock's Deep Dive into Jacksonville football.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Mike DeRocco with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony every Thursday on Jaguars Today. Opened by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said, "Gone boating." But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations, Julington Creek, Jack's Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine, and over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing, or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Get closer to nature.
Trying to get close to these bucks out here.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Walls. The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Joe C. here. I tried playing handyman with my sprinklers and French drain. And royally failed. So I called Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage, and John Haney came out personally, just like he'll do for you.
You know it. And for a limited time, my good buddy Joe C's coming too.
Huh?
Ain't that right, Joe?
I gotta go to the game.
Joe? Go!
Clearwater Irrigation.
At least do this part.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Dropping, look at the throw. Dropping, look at the throw. Looking, fires left side, ball's going to be caught for the touchdown! Brian Thomas Jr. and the Jags are in the end zone. Jacksonville has taken the lead.
It's a melancholy Monday, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Tuesday's going with a win. Just like that, it's over, man.
I was not ready for ball to be over.
Me either. The suddenness of it all, and you can't help but looking like it's wide open, man. The possibilities. I'm a sicko. I went home and watched 49ers. I can't believe how quickly I got out of there.
Man, that traffic was crazy getting
in was crazy, so I was expecting to just kind of sit in the truck and simmer for an hour getting out.
Listen to post game.
I guess it depends on what lot you're in. We park in X, so you can kind of just zip out. Yeah, I was there. I didn't stay for the post game. Too disappointing. That thing went 000. Your boy was out the door. 2 on the floor and out the door, man.
Your boy was looking for an adult beverage out
there. It's disappointing. It is certainly a disappointing way for the season to come to an end, not to be lost in all the superlatives that this season accomplished. I really believe you got your quarterback on track. He's turned a corner, so we can grow along with him. Still just barely 26 years old. Offense scored more points than in franchise history. They're going to be in a position I would certainly like to hope. Again, I'm not taking anything for granted. Don't get it twisted. But my thought is, for my opinion, for what it's worth, being here through all of it, and really the key is that you have a quarterback that's going to offer you some stability. His, basement is so high, and so is his ceiling. And I would expect the Jaguars are going to now get in that rhythm where they find themselves in, at the very least, the post-season conversation year after year after year. How do you fine-tune this roster? What decisions do you make there? Boy, the secondary really got exposed yesterday. We've been talking about not really missing Jordan Lewis. We haven't had Travis Hunter. A day where you wouldn't mind having a couple other guys out there as options. Those couple late plays, too, where they're 2 fourth quarter where they retook the lead, both of them. You let it get in between you on the play to Dalton Kincaid. And then at the end of the game, when you're protecting, man, how do they get 15 yards behind you? Just stop them, keep them in front of you, burn the clock, get a stop, you win the game. So, look, we can quibble and take sides on whether you kick. We can really question the strategy of not running the football. James Cook's running at 3 yards a carry, has more carries than our running backs. Think about that. Our running backs went 14 for 128. Theirs went 15 for 46. They won. I mean, it's one thing if you're stifled and you give up on it, but to run it as effectively as they did, just just hard. It's hard to take and doesn't lessen what a good season it was and how optimistic can we be about the future. But you can't help but think that this would have been a good year to make your run. This is a good year to catch some magic. I think the best team left is the one you just barely lost to. Buffalo ends a lot of historic, what's a non-superlative weaknesses. They'd never won a playoff game with a comeback in the final 2 minutes. Check that off the list yesterday. They hadn't won a road playoff game, as we told you, since 92. They hadn't had a fourth quarter comeback in the postseason since 92. Josh Allen had never had a road playoff win. Sean McDermott, the head coach, had never had a road playoff win. Yeah. Bingo. Checked a lot of boxes yesterday. All right, we had an incident in the postgame yesterday. And in many ways, it's lighthearted and it's comical. I'm not going to get on a big soapbox about how unprofessional it is. I certainly get it. If you're a beat reporter and you've got deadlines and stories that you got to get out, we don't have time for pep rally comments from the quote media. Did you see that, E?
Which one? She was the
young lady.
Okay,
Yeah,
I saw it.
The lady who takes the microphone in the official press conference and then proceeds to spend 30 seconds telling Liam Cohen how much she loves him and how great he's doing and how Jacksonville supports him. I think it's the Jacksonville Free Press is who she works for.
I'm not sure who she
is. It's just not the time or place. It's a kind sentiment. I get it. But, yeah, that's not how you do it, man. So if you're credentialed for if you want to pull a coach aside in the hallway, shoot, give him a can of cookies while you're at it. But that's where you make those comments. So, in the offseason, write him a kind note. You don't take the microphone in the post game and not ask a question that is.
Oh, she didn't even ask the question.
No,
That's all
I don't know. I don't think so. I think she just got up and it's cringy to me. Working in the media, it's so cringy. I listened to about the first 10 seconds and then I turned it off.
I thought she did that and then followed that.
Well, you don't get to do that. That's unacceptable. And I don't mean it to be harsh or mean. I don't know anything about her or any the outlet or anything else. But yeah, that's kind of like, well, you don't get to come to the games anymore. That's like cheering in the press box. There's just like certain things you just don't do. And take an opportunity to stroke your coach after, the questions that are lingering after that loss right there. It just wasn't the time or the place, man. E.T., go to Trevor Lawrence for me. Ooh, it's got to be a rough one, him, man. The season ends. It's, it feels like it just ended for us. Imagine being them. Kind of the same thing. As to sustainability, right? And there are takeaways from the season. There are takeaways from the game yesterday, how it ended, maybe the lessons that this team is going to have to take from the loss. Credit where credit's due to a Bills defense that, again, came in here number one against the pass. Why you would choose to pass it twice as much as run it when you're gashing them is a question that's going to have to be answered in the film room this week. But as to hopefully this being the beginning of something special.
Yeah, I mean, it's you got to earn it every year. So I'm not going to say that there's no guarantee. There's no guaranteed success in this business or in this league. You got to earn it every week. We're going to have to obviously take some time. We're going to have a great off season and, get back into it, in a few months and prepare the right way. And it's going to be a new team and a new journey that we got to go on, and we got to earn it every week. So there's no guaranteed success, but I do feel like this is sustainable. The things that we're doing, I know offensively and defensively, I mean, just both sides of the ball had a hell of a year when it got down to the end where we finished and the growth that we had. And I know what we're doing offensively. I feel like I got complete ownership of it and mastered it as the year went on. Have a lot of confidence in that. The players, the coaches, like I said. So I do feel like it's sustainable, but you have to earn it every year. It's not just going to happen. So, I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it.
All right, come back on the other side. Some of yesterday's superlatives and MIAs. Also, we'll dabble into the rest of the postseason here as we just kind of go through this melancholy Monday morning together. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on 1010XL.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. We love winning, and 1010XL wants you to win our contests. We also like to share the winning. That's why we ask you to wait 30 days to win again so others get a chance to have the winning feeling. Find complete contest details at 1010XL.com.
Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duvall County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Andersen. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
They're experts on the Jaguars.
This is where it all starts.
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today, 10 to noon weekdays.
From the Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. People ask, are your solutions for thinning hair permanent? Yes, our solutions have permanent natural results and are guaranteed to work. Put our 35 years of experience helping 10,000 plus men and women to work for your thinning hair. Our trademark hair transplant procedures will give you 3 times more hair in one procedure. PRP and laser treatments are fast, easy, and effective, and only take 30 minutes. Most of our staff have experienced hair loss ourselves. Our caring and confidential team can help you look better and feel better about yourself and restoring your hair again.
For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is family-owned and delivers fast, reliable service. Save thousands by restoring your cast iron pipes instead of replacing them. Visit SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com today.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
First and foremost, man, shout out to my team. We fought all year, we battled. This was the most fun I've had in a very long time. And I got a lot of guys that could say the same thing, but I'm out here to speak for all those guys. And, coaching staff did a great job on, preparing us, putting us in the right position. Obviously, there's some calls we can have back. There's some plays that we can have back player-wise. And that goes for everybody. But this is a growing step for us, a growing moment. And, obviously this team's not going to be the same next year. And we felt like in the moment, this was our opportunity to go take advantage of it. And we didn't, but we got a lot of guys that's hungry. And, we're going to attack this offseason, grow from this offseason, and come back ready to be to win the whole thing next year.
There's enough of a nucleus here on this football team that was here in 22. And they found out. You can't rest on what you just did. They found out real quick, didn't they? Now, they fooled around and found out. Proceeded to go 9-8 and give the season away and then win just 4 games a year ago. So this 13-4 is only good for 2025. And you go to 2026, and, as we said, there seems to be a lot there that is sustainable for sure. Great crowd yesterday. Y'all did it. You didn't give up your tickets. The Bills Mafia was there, but just a smattering. They never affected the game. It was a teal out, man. Good for y'all.
At a certain point of view, Jeff, everybody was swinging them towels. I saw a sea of white just swinging.
It was of all, and I've been to every Bills game here in Jacksonville I've been to.
Yeah.
Fewest amount of Bills fans of any Bills-Jags game I've been to.
I hardly saw some Bills fans.
Now, there were some on the other side, for sure. I'm not saying there weren't any, but it was far from a Mafia takeover. It seemed I'll root for the Bills to go from here. Usually when a team beats you, you hate them, but does it at all validate the Jaguars season if the Bills go on to win it all or to win the AFC or no? Do you root against them? It's not like there's anyone in the AFC I like.
Right. I don't root against them.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to the Bills fan club pep rally. Don't get me wrong, but if someone not us is going to win it, Josh Allen, a lot of respect for that young man and what he was doing. That was our Josh Hines Allen that you heard coming back from break. And again, lesson learned. There's a nucleus here. You take nothing for granted. You come back. This is an important offseason. What kind of growth from year 1 to 2? We're still learning what James Gladstone is and the touch that he's going to have. Don't forget, these guys got the jobs in January. They had free agency in the draft, just boom, right out the gates. Now, certainly there was preparation from their previous spots, but now you've had a whole year to really look at your roster, to have the meetings, to determine where you need to allocate your resources. And now you got a really good team. Now it should be about fine-tuning. I would be fine going to bat. It doesn't work this way. I'd be fine running out the exact same roster on opening day next year and just keep growing with them. But you don't, and you can't. And by the way, that would not be the right thing to do. You're constantly striving to get better. And how will they choose to do that on the personnel side? We'll see. There are some areas there. That pass rush still just doesn't get home, man. Josh Hines Allen got one yesterday. If you get a sack a game, you're doing great. And he had some pressures, but he's the only one that registers at all on that defensive line when it comes to rushing the passer. The only one who even shows up in the top 50 of effectiveness of getting to the passer. So they need pass rushing help desperately. Draft talk, don't have a first rounder, obviously, but I think they flipped with Cleveland in round 2, though, so I think they'll pick a little bit earlier, 50th maybe. I could be wrong on that, too. I haven't paid any attention to the draft because we haven't had to do draft talk. We've been talking about this BTA and football team, and they had a great year. And nobody had a greater year now that we're done. Look, Trevor is Trevor. Your number 1 pick. You're supposed to be great. So you've gotten back into that lane. Stay there, my friend. But Parker Washington and the elevation of his game and his stature and his status, make no mistakes about it. Brian Thomas Jr. is the first rounder. Jacoby Myers was the steadying force that got a contract extension as soon as he got to town. The number 1 receiver on this team is Parker Washington. When you get the most targets, the most catches, the most yards, and the most touchdowns, week after week after week after week, you're the number 1 guy. And so his evolution completely changes things going into next year. You're going to have Travis Hunter coming back off his injury. Do you use him at receiver more than corner? Both, either. It's a luxury now. You prove you're a winning football team no matter how you choose to use him. But Parker Washington has filled some big holes. I mean, if you just go Parker Washington and Jacoby Myers and filling around those dudes. And never mind, we got the former first-rounder Brian Thomas Jr., who is, I thought that was a great grab yesterday.
Yeah.
He slung a fastball in there, just snagged one, man. No bobbling, no nothing. So they're in good shape with young receivers there, but Parker Washington's development, and maybe after losing your last game of the year, not the right time to get the proper reflection from the coach on just the kind of year that Parker Washington had. But here's Liam Cohen yesterday.
Yeah, great season, especially towards the tail end. Just didn't, he just continued to rise to the occasion. He's such a tough competitor, played his ass off. Appreciate Parker to the fullest and look forward to working with him in the future.
You think he cracks top 100?
When do they vote?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If they vote after the year, like in January, I hope they do. They should, because the postseason should start to matter. By the way, we bemoan not having. We're going to have a few now.
Yeah, we
Trevor going to be in that top 100.
Yeah, we definitely.
We didn't have Trevor Lawrence when we kicked around the top 100.
Yeah, we're going to have at least 4.
You would think.
Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, Devin Lloyd seemed to be all over the field yesterday. I don't know when he's where he's not supposed to be. That seems to be the knock on him from the. From the real football intensive eye, but he was sideline to sideline. The inability to corral Josh Allen. He didn't have a super game. All right, now here's the question I have, and I don't know if there is a rule, why wasn't it enforced? And if there's not a rule, there should be. But on that 9-yard tush push. Did you notice that about the 9-yard line, they picked Josh Allen off the ground,
yes, I saw
carried him forward a couple of yards, and then dropped him back on the ground and pushed him in. Now, shouldn't there be a rule against picking up a guy and carrying him? And if there is, shouldn't that ball have either been a penalty or that ball spotted back at the 8
where he got picked up?
Right, where he got picked up. And if it's not a rule, it damn sure should be. It's already enough of a mockery of the game of football that you allow this rugby play, the tush push. But if you're now going to allow him to pick the guy up, gang, I'm not telling you his feet came off the ground for a millisecond. I'm talking the offensive lineman picked him up, carried him forward a yard or two, put him back down on the ground, and then they continued the search. So is that a rule and it was missed yesterday? Or is it not a rule and doggone should be? That's ridiculous. So if we got either a rules aficionado or someone who wants to do the digging, ChatGPT, you want to hit me up on the text line. But am I to understand that at any point, if your guy is stymied, just pick him up and carry him a few yards? That's cool. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe there's a max that could only carry him 4 yards. But buddy, that changes the entire complexion of the end of the game if they mark him down where he was picked up by one of those big hosses. All right, come back with the football fix. I'm going to step away from the melancholy Monday Jaguars storylines and hit the other hot spots of the NFL playoff weekend. An NFL playoffs we're no longer a part of. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tampa Bay Lightning third to the Eastern Conference with 57 points. $1.55 road favorite of the Philadelphia Flyers today at Xfinity Mobile Arena. The total is 6.5. That number is shaded to the under. College basketball tonight at the Al Lawson Center in Tallahassee. Grambling laying 2.5 against Florida A&M. 142.5 the total. Tomorrow, Florida State will visit Syracuse, and Florida's on the road at Oklahoma. Josh Allen with a late touchdown, and the Bills beat the Jaguars 27-24 at Everbank Stadium yesterday, ending the Jaguars season. The Bills were the 1.5 underdog. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Postgame Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Don't wait for leaks to tell you it's time. Start the new year with a roof built to last from Romano Brothers Roofing. Serving Jacksonville for over 45 years, their family-owned team handles repairs, full replacements, and residential or commercial installs, including durable metal roofs. They even do remodels and additions. Call 904-246-5649 or visit RomanoBrothersRoofing.com for a free estimate. License number CCC 1328893.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Fine Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, so at least according to the text line officiating crew, you're allowed to push from behind. You're not allowed to pick up or pull either one. And if that's the case, why isn't this a bigger storyline? I mean, shouldn't this be like on the loops on ESPN this morning? Shouldn't it be a part of the post-game narrative? Shouldn't the officials be saying, "Oh, gee, we missed that one"? On Josh Allen's 8-yard tush push, he was picked up and carried by an offensive lineman for a good yard and a half. Intentionally, by the way, not like you're pushing along and he loses his feet and he's part of a big, mosh pit and he gets pushed forward. No. Put his hands around his midsection, picked him up, and carried him forward. Why is that not a story this morning? I assumed when I didn't notice it at the time that it happened. You're at the game. I'm not watching the replays, right? I'm in the press box. But and last night, again, I was just so down. I didn't want to go down I know what I just saw. I know what my opinions are on what happened both yesterday and moving forward. I didn't look at some of the nitty-gritty. But that, if indeed you're not allowed to do that, that's a major, major miss. That should be a big talking point today. E.T., have you seen the video? Pull up the video. Have you seen it? Like, I'm not embellishing, am I? Did he not standing behind him, pick him up, and then carry him like a yard? Like, I don't want to be, I don't want to embellish it, as I said. But again, I also saw it in slow motion, so sometimes when they show that, it makes it, seem like it was a bigger deal than it was. But if you're not allowed to lift a player, if that is indeed the rule in the NFL, you're not allowed to lift a player, then how in the world was that? It happened back at like the 8 or 9 yard line, and there's a lower angle, right? That I see you're looking the regular. Can you tell there that he picks him up or no?
I could tell because I knew he got picked up.
But there's another angle that they show later that you're on the ground level shooting it back at the line of scrimmage, and you can it's clear as day. He picks him up and he carries him a couple feet, dude, at least. Dang it, man. That's some spilt milk I need to cry about today. I wasn't aware that the idiot officials did that too. And I also going to tell you this, NFL. Again, I'm in the press box, so I'm not watching every game. The game feed is up. You glance at it here or there. But way to go. It completely invalidated your whole digital or, whatever the marking system is. When they first gave Trevor Lawrence that first down on that dive, it was because they put up the line. They've got this big, technical infrared nonsense. Well, then don't show that if that's not the official make it. And that's actually where they spotted it. We can all see that. I don't even need that. The yellow line has been doing that for years on the field. Anywho, I digress. All right, fire the band. We got a football fix. There was one thing that could have made yesterday worse. If the Chargers had gone into New England last night and won, that would have made it worse. They would have been missing out on a home game. It didn't happen. Patriots, Chargers, a bit of a slugfest yesterday. That's another one. Jim Harbaugh had it down there. Didn't take the points in a game that was 6-3, 9-3 for much of it. All it took was one touchdown to salt it away. Ultimately, New England got one. It was a great set of games. Our disappointing loss here, notwithstanding. But, Saturday's games, the first game, the Rams had to come from behind and beat the Carolina Panthers. Another game where Sean McVay didn't take a field goal up 17-7. No, went for it, fourth and 6 down there at the 20-yard line. Didn't get it. Lose out on the 3. Panthers take the ball in that case there, and just like the Bills did, drove down and scored a touchdown anyway. But the Rams escaped. They look a little sketch. They'll have to go to Chicago. Ben Johnson is not gaining any fans, is he? He's a really good coach, but he's kind of coming across as kind of like that guy. I did see Dick Vitale scolded him for saying, bleep the Packers, bleep those. I got no problem with all that. But Ben Johnson's often been, considered one of the smartest guys in the room, and the more and more you see him and know him, you kind of feel like he knows that. That's a good win, though. Beat the Packers. I'll give you an example of that, quote, personality I'm talking about. When Ben Johnson got the Chicago job, he said, he's looking forward to beating Matt LaFleur twice a year in Chicago, referencing they were beating him twice a year in Detroit.
Louis Riddick tweeted about the Josh Allen thing.
Okay, what did he say?
He said, again, you should not be allowed to pick up your own player and carry him forward. That's ridiculous.
So is it not a rule? That doesn't. It seems like Riddick would know. Hey,
Correct.
This should have been a foul and a 15. It should be a penalty. You should have backed him up. X amount. I can't get an official. I can't trust the text line for the official NFL rules decision. But I'm just asking: is that allowed? Was that a legal football play yesterday? I don't feel like it is, and if it was, it shouldn't be. How about that? All right, moving along. As I mentioned, the Bears. Caleb Williams made one of the throws of the year yesterday. Or Saturday night.
Yeah, he did.
His fourth down throw, drifting to his left. He ended up with the Jumpman logo. Have you seen that? Oh, you got to look that up. Look up Caleb Williams' throw, and it superimposes with the Jumpman logo. You're going to like this, see? It'll be all over the place. If I see it and I'm not on social media, then y'all will see it. Yeah, Caleb Williams' throw, Jumpman logo. And you'll see it side by side. But the way his body was twisting and where he held his arms to make the pass looks a lot like the silhouette of Jordan in the Jumpman logo. But he made a heck of a throw. You see it? You know, different. They're doing different things, but kind of got that side by side. But it's a big win for the Bears, and they get another home game, and it'll be the Rams going to Chicago because the Niners, they pull a 6-3 upset, much like the Jaguars fell victim to yesterday. San Francisco loses George Kittle, though. You have to wonder how far they could go. Next stop, Seattle. That'll be a tough one. Mentioned the Patriots last night. Would have stung even more had the Patriots lost and given the Jags an automatic home game. We'll see how it plays out. Kudos to the foresight of Dan Hicken if it plays, but he was of the opinion that the Bills-Jags winner going to the Super Bowl. After watching Josh Allen yesterday, it's hard to bet against that. We'll see. Man, a year where the Bills probably wish they'd gained themselves a little home field advantage. But we'll see. It will be Buffalo now going to Denver. And the Patriots are going to host the winner of tonight's playoff game. And go Steelers. That's what I say, E. You feel me on that?
Yeah.
Texans are at the Steelers tonight. Go Steelers.
I'm rooting against them.
Yeah, send those hot shots home, and they can sit and watch like the rest of the AFC South. All right, it's a melancholy Monday morning. I will share it. My cohort, when he gets here, he's been down in the dumps and depressed all morning. I can't get him to pop open at all. He's bothered by the allergies. Playoff prowl took a lot out of him.
Oh, that was work.
He was all down at the stadium yesterday, bebopping around. One of my buddies sent me a picture of you in his section.
Yeah?
Yeah. He did.
I was everywhere.
Yeah. All right. That's Football Fix. Oh, by the way, in that Eagles game, I didn't want to mention this, that Eagles game, I was a little tete-a-tete there with Sirianni and A.J. Brown. They're playing it off, but they were dog-cussing each other on the sideline.
Yeah.
Man, that is the most toxic championship team that's come around in a while. Probably time for them to reboot in some form or fashion. They seem like they're going in. All the important players seem like they go different directions, man. That's Football Fix, brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin Home Life Business Auto. I call that a bundle. And, man, I got out to the home course on Friday. Boy, it's in great shape. Call and get your tee time today at the Jewington Creek Golf Club. Hick and Arrival and more come here right next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Check in Tuesdays for Jeff Lageman and Check the Tape Tuesday.
We'll keep you up to date with the latest and NFL news.
Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Checked by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top-quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Online at capcoglass.com.
Ghost. Skeletor World Tour 2026. Ghost. Theatrical. Arena Rock. January 22nd, Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Ghost. Don't miss Ghost.
Balancing books and the grind of daily practice is what it takes to be a scholar athlete. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show, kept healthy by
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists
and the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234
on 1010XL.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duvall sub. The Duvall comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duvall sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
Game days aren't the only win happening in the 904. Best of Fold City named 904 Gutters with a Z, the #1 seamless gutter company in Duvall. Like the team's O-line protects their QB. Call the winning team at 904 Gutters with a Z to protect your home from the rain.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Jaguar season ends after a late Bills drive and interception. Head coach Liam Cohen turns his attention to the offseason.
Self-scout and self-evaluated in the offseason to give yourself a chance to win these type of games in the future.
Jag QB Trevor Lawrence says his team didn't back down to the Bills' defense.
You know, we kept battling, and it's a shame the way it ended. And
That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:01, it's 43 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
You know it.
Because a vision softly
you know it.
Left its seeds while
Yada,
I
hada, ha.
was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain
Couldn't sleep.
still remains
Still could eat.
within the sound of silence.
Major opportunity.
In restless
Gone.
dreams I walked along
Like in the snap of a finger.
narrow streets of cobblestone.
He's the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And all of a sudden,
I turned my collar to
everybody on that rectangular shape below me was walking onto the rectangular shape, shaking hands and walking off And I looked up at the scoreboard and I said, well, wait a minute. This can't be over. And it was. It was over. Like that. Like that. I was even bemoaning, berating, and grateful that McDermott didn't take a knee on the goal line and gave us a minute, and I thought, sure as hell we're going to get a field goal attempt. We might not make it, but we're going to get Cam from 65 here.
Got to get to the
Worst
50.
case, we're starting. Well, the Bills did a good job kicking it off, and then we were back. But on that one particular play, I don't know if I've seen a couple angles. I'm not sure if we might have had Parker 15 yards down, cutting across the field. I think if he let him, he would have got him. And it was tough. It was tough. It was a great game, but I just I felt the heartbreak of my my family, and that's what I always get sad about. You know, like I'm a Mets fan. I've been kicked in the hoo-hoos my whole life. I just want those boys to get to enjoy one and puff their chests out. And we did, man. It was a beautiful atmosphere. And when we were doing the post-game show, it also struck me that it'll never, ever be like that with the old lady again. Basically, we said our goodbyes yesterday to the old lady. It changes now.
To that.
Next year, we have limited seating. The year after, we're in Orlando in all likelihood. And the year after, we get a big, beautiful new girl. But right now, that was it. That was it. And that was a little bit depressing. And it was because it was
a great crowd.
The pictures were beautiful. And being there was beautiful. And I went down. I didn't see you, E. What happened? Did you pass out?
About? No.
I swung by the spot.
At halftime?
Yeah. Oh, not at halftime. Okay. Probably before that.
Okay. I saw a lot of people yesterday, including. Well, I saw a lot of people. Our guy got in.
Yeah, I know.
I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Lil.
Oh, yeah. He did.
I saw him.
Look at class.
Yeah. But anyway, it was great. It was great. And it was such a great atmosphere. And I asked both Jeff and Brent at halftime, gut feeling, do we win or lose? And both had bad. And I felt good. I was like, man, we're resilient. We keep coming. We made some mistakes. You know, I mean, Liam should have kicked the field goal no matter what he says. I get it. You're going to stand by your analytics, but I got to get one of these ultra aggressive cats to win a Super Bowl before I totally buy into that stuff.
Listen, Ben Johnson almost cost his team the other night.
2 for 6.
Sean McVay cost his team not taking a field goal before halftime.
Yeah.
How many times does it not have to work?
I don't know.
And you know what they're leaving out of their analytics outside of percentages and points? Momentum, which is so big in a football game. And that's like a zero-sum value. The only momentum surge you get is a bad one if you don't make it.
And
And what bothers me most, though, Dan, it's not the disagreeing with the decision.
Mm-hmm.
It's this seeming like just non-starter to talk about it.
Yeah,
like that's how
That's
you
what
do
I'm
it.
saying. You got to be open to hey,
math is math, Dan. Forget analytics and all that other crap. The math is math. It had been a tie game.
Yeah. Now look, his aggressiveness was going to get us those 3 back at the end of the half. Because a lot of folks at that point, what are we doing?
That's true.
And he ripped one, and Parker made a great catch. And so Cam missed the field goal, which, again, people get mad at Cam Little. My God. I mean, dude has been ice for 2 months.
I don't think they're mad. He just happened to miss a 54-yarder. The win, I think, affected it. Here's another thing, too, that you get out of that kick. And I know we all trust in him, so... But you get a little confidence booting through an easy one.
Yeah.
You know, first time you trot my man out for the playoffs, he's got a little 31-yarder, touchdown lead. There is no negative to that decision.
Yeah.
It may not be as positive as you want, but there's no negative.
And the only other thing, and I'm sure you covered the ground game because I know it's driving you nuts.
Yeah, I did. Still, that's what sticks with me more.
And I agree. And we can break it down a million times. 14 touches, 118 yards with our running backs. We got Bashal Tootin have the best game of his year. He never saw the ball again. I didn't understand it. But
James Cook had more carries than our running backs combined, and he was getting 3 yards a pop. You got to run the ball.
The kick in the teeth is really we did everything we probably wanted to do and didn't win the game. We stopped the run. We ran the ball. We did that. When you do those things, you win games.
And by the way, even though they threw it way too much for my liking, they were above average against the NFL's best pass defense compared to what the Bills normally do.
But the bigger issue, I think, by not running the ball more is we got crushed in time of possession, and we kept giving the ball back to Superman. And you run the ball, you keep the ball away from Josh Allen.
Yeah. The offense did the 2 fourth quarter. It's the first NFL postseason game with 4 fourth quarter lead changes. And the offense twice went and got the defensive lead. The one that really hurts is getting them wide open there. It's a 4-minute drill. Yeah. There's 2 things. We almost giggled about this in the press box. 2 things that go back to the first day of training, the first days. Your 4-minute offense and defense and your red zone. Yeah. And they had both of those opportunities late. Is this a conspiracy theory or is this fair?
Everything came to fruition that we talked about last week. Do you want the offense on the field? Do you want the defense on the field? Do you want kids? I mean, it was all right there.
It was all right there.
It was a fourth quarter game like we all thought it was going to be. And I got to tell you.
Dan, in the NFL rule book, if you lift a player and carry him forward, it's a 10-yard penalty.
It was talked a lot about social media, the tush push, the interest.
If you lift a man off, it's in the NFL rule book. I've got the rule 14.1. If you lift a man off of the ground and carry him forward, it's a penalty.
Even more ironic than that is Sean McDermott, a huge opponent to the tush push. They were all against it. They were leading the charge. Get rid of this thing. Now they say if you can't beat them, join them. You can't stop Josh Allen on it.
He's a Superman. That team doesn't have a whole lot, man. They're not the best, most talented roster by a mile. And
he's unbelievable.
He puts them on a day where his running back gave him nothing.
I was telling Pross in the press box, because I know Buffalo fan, they've been 7 years in a row to the postseason. They should get down, and if you're a football fan of the Buffalo Bills, you should get down and thank God every night for Josh Allen. He does everything right. He's an unbelievable football player. I think the GM's a little off his rocker for not giving him more guys offensively. But what do I know? But anyway, they won, so to the victors go the spoils. They'll go to Denver, is that correct? That's locked
Buffalo
in
goes to Denver
for Saturday. I could care less about the rest of the postseason.
It was hard. I'll get back in it. I've got a lot of experience because of my Braves fandom. You know, I got to get used to having a team I think can contend.
I can't get back today, I don't think. Maybe I will. I can't get back to it was a great year. We're 13-4. We won the South. No, because, again, this is only the second time, I think, in the history of the Jags where I thought they were good enough to go to the Super Bowl. And I just,
Well, especially the way that the bracket kind of opened up. I will, and again, it's easy to
opportunities.
It's easy to turn on a team that just beat you, but I got a lot of respect for Josh Allen. And as Dan's credit you Jaguar fans, you listen. You didn't sell those tickets. You didn't take the profit. You dwarfed them.
Mark Lamping told me it was the biggest crowd he's ever had since he's been here. It was over 70,000 they crammed into the.
They were in there.
Into the Old Girl. Yeah. There was SRO, man. It was awesome. The towels were waving. It was loud. It was, oh man, it was just so good, and then it was so bad. It was just. That one ball and that one play, we had a free run on Josh on the last drive. Free run right at him, hit him. He threw it off his back foot, but we got beat. We got beat or miscommunication, whatever. Safety corner, zone man. I don't know. I don't know enough about the X's and O's. I know we got beaten. Old Brandon Cooks got us.
By 10 yards.
And waited for the ball and caught it at the 20-yard line. And when that happened, I was like, oh, boy.
I think, listen, the choosing to take the points for the kick or not, which he's now done twice, it played out exactly like the Bengals game. Exact same deal. You could have gotten the field goal there and increased the lead, but instead you let the Bengals
I thought
drive down. You lost by 3. It's a lot of similarities.
I thought our corners didn't have a good game.
No, for sure. You're right. Did you see the passer ratings against those two dudes?
I was really surprised by that. I don't know. I thought our corners had played very well all year. I mean, Monteric Brown's been terrific.
Yeah.
Jarian Jones really came on in the second half, getting opportunities. I thought our corners did not play great. I don't know if that was
Well, he completed
80%
of his rush. 80% of his passes.
Did he? Yeah, and he got it out quick, and they, they did what they had to do. I mean, the
worst thing that happened was Gabe Davis getting hurt because that's when Brandon Cooks came into the game. For the most part, he started getting more snaps, and he got deep, and twice the Jags had that fourth quarter lead, just couldn't
do it.
But at the end of the day, I think the decision to kick Liam is whatever, he can change his mind or not. But I think when you really look at it, and we don't want to sit here and tell Liam going it's different in the postseason.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing it, but it is different, and the points are more precious for one. But the second thing is this: I just don't understand. If you're playing the number 1 pass defense in the league and the number 28 rush defense, and you're running it so effectively, I just don't understand how the football coach in you doesn't capitalize on that. That is my biggest eyebrow-raising concern that I got from Liam Cohen all year long, individually, game-wise, segment-wise, was what happened yesterday with a running game that was just dominating the opposition. You chose instead to pass against the top-ranked pass defense. And you can argue the offense did enough. They got 24. I'll tell you another thing came into play.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the Bills. They haven't won a game all year when they've scored 20 or less. They've got the ball on their final drive sitting right on 20. If they don't score, we win. That stat stays in play. If they do score, they go over 20, they win. And unfortunately,
I was watching, I think I told you this last week, and it's the Detroit Lions have had a great little run. Okay. And they were in the NFC Championship game 2 years ago out in San Francisco, and they were up 24-10 in the second half, and they eschewed a field goal for a fourth and whatever and didn't make it. And San Fran went down and scored and made it 24-17. 27-10 is a lot better. You want those points. Those are extra points that you can so desperately use in the playoffs. I'm okay with sometimes doing it, and here's a spot to go. It's a feel thing. But I get a little nervous when we say, oh no, it's 100% the right call. Analytics never thought twice about it.
That's the part. We got to at least have a conversation.
Yeah.
Because he said that after Cincinnati. Then we circled back in the middle of the year, and it was a similar situation. Said, well, maybe not all the time.
Yeah.
But in the postseason at home, get that touchdown lead, man.
Well, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, and brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes. So great. They gave out 4 club seats last week if you went and toured one of their Dreamfinders Homes, which are absolutely gorgeous, by the way. And they're all over Jacksonville, 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry.
No, we're not.
Okay. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Interest rate packages galore for you. Hindsight is 20/20 for sure. But what should the Jags have done differently to grab the win versus Buffalo? Run the ball more. Take the 3 early. There's nothing. They got Josh Allen, or they blew their 2-minute drill at the end. Effectively run that with a minute to go and no timeouts. Run the ball more. Take the 3 early. Nothing. They got Allen or blew the 2-minute drill.
I think that if they would have done number 1, number 2 wouldn't have shown up. I firmly, not just like after the fact, Monday morning quarterback, I feel if they would have run it 30 times yesterday, the running backs had run it 30 times, we would have won the football game.
Yeah. E, what say you?
Yeah, I was screaming, kick the ball. It was 4th and 2.
Yeah.
Kick the ball, take the points, man.
48.6 think we should have run the ball more. So, like I said, hindsight's 20/20. And I think Liam 38%.
Yeah, it's up there.
I think Josh Allen 10%, 2-minute drill at the end, 3.7. So I think Liam Cohen has such a belief in his passing game, and I think he thinks of and that's fine, and he does, and it works, and there's guys open, and it's incredible. But the other thing that I'll caution, and the reason why you're a little down in the dumps on this morning. You talk about opportunity comes. We've had 2 other moments like this recently. I mean, Doug Marrone did it in his first year. Doug Peterson did it in his first year. And we're going to all sit here and say it's different this time, and it probably is. But I'm telling you, in the NFL, we all go back to zero, man. Fair. Everybody goes back. And by the way, 3 years ago, when we did it, and we lost to Kansas City, man, we were upbeat. We were ahead of schedule. We were excited. And then we got built on that. And we went to 8-3 the following year. And then it all slipped away.
At least that one, the Trevor injury made you feel like, but by the end of the year, they lost all their mojo. They were playing bad football, trying to play through energy. The only thing that I would add to the Liam, and I agree with you, they're going to be a throw dominant team.
Sure.
My point, though, would be this. There's an asterisk on this one.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a top 10. They're not good.
Yeah.
They're the number 1 pass defense. You know what that means, Dan?
Yeah.
They cover better.
They do.
They get the ball on passes. Like that last pass. Wasn't a terrible pass. Wasn't a drop. Just a play because they cover you.
They cover.
You know, they get the ball.
They break on the ball. They read it. They get there.
And other teams, other situations, those are completions, you know? So because they're better at it. So that's why it stands out more than ever. It's that's their strength. Why play to it when you're killing them in their weakness?
Well, there's a lot to take away, a lot to go over, a lot to do here on a Monday. It just came out of nowhere, the finality of it all, man. And I agree with Travis Etienne. You know, like I wasn't expecting to lose that game. I really wasn't.
And by the way,
and I told you I didn't want Buffalo.
No, you're right.
I
didn't.
I would have rather played. I watched them all. I'd have rather gone to New England. I'd rather play the Chargers. I'd rather play Houston. I'd rather play Pittsburgh. I'd rather play Denver. I did not want Buffalo.
But you got to keep it apples to apples. We only had 3 choices. They were the Chargers, the Texans, or the Bills.
Well, I blame the Bills for not winning the division.
Yeah, that's true, too. And by the way, you know, win one more game. Find one of those. Win the Cincinnati game. Win that Houston. And this is where the Houston game matters. You'd have been the 2 seed. Would have been the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Would have been the 1 seed had we won the Houston game.
This is the drill.
Oof.
ServiceOnly.com, family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects. Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Well, I guess it could be worse, maybe. Justin Herbert, Chargers fans, wherever they are dealing with another playoff loss, and Herbert's over, and he's not playing particularly well in the postseason. They got to figure that out, and whose fault is it? And look, they were decimated on the O-line. They got sacked. Herbert got sacked 6 times last night. Vrabel took it to him. And the Patriots, I mean, it's just sometimes life's not fair, gang. But the Patriots look like they got a good team, and maybe they got a Super Bowl team. Is that fair for the Patriots who just had a dynastic run? And here we are just trying to get to another to divisional round of the playoffs, and sadly we come up short. Hate to make it all about us, but on this Monday, it is all about the Jags.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, playmakers make special plays.
That right there, that's special.
Special plays make the special teams player of the game.
Winning football players who can step up in a clutch moment.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams player of the game on 1010XL.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Frank Frangie for Lee and Kate's Glass, still family owned and in business for 100 years. When they say you're going to see a big difference, that's for everything. Custom showers and spas, tabletops, mirrors, even replacing foggy windows, all at a more affordable price. And with your satisfaction absolutely guaranteed, Lee and Kate's Glass is your best choice. Visit leeandkatesglass.com.
With Lee and Kate's Glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
Well, I'm going to give you a little look back on Prize Picks. Your Uncle Dan might have taken advantage of Caleb Williams passing for more than a half yard, paired it with a couple others, and made lots of cash and prizes this weekend. Thank you, Prize Picks. We appreciate it. You can mix and match sports. You can follow other Prize Pick players on the Direct app, copy their lineups in one click. They offer stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. They got early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may have the option to cash out those winnings. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. Get $50 lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to restaprosneflorida.com. That's restaprosneflorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
Give us your hot take.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
On the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm awake and I speak English, so yeah, I do know what you're saying.
Be part of the conversation. 641-1010.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie. All those festive holiday feasts probably have added a few extra pounds, but here's the thing. You can make this the year you finally lose the weight safely and for good. Now, you know by now my daughter Amber kicked off the journey with Awaken 180 weight loss back in the summer. You ready for this? She's lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Man, is she proud of that. 100 pounds. And she really did it with this really, really good plan. There's no shots, no medications, no supplements, just real food and a proven plan. That's right, with Awaken 180, you can still enjoy your favorite food and drink. No more yo-yo diets or feeling deprived. The structured program empowers you to control your eating without hunger. It really is doable. Don't just resolve to make the change. Call Awaken 180 today and take that first small step. Book your consultation now, 1-844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It worked for Amber. It really did. And it can work for you. Awaken 180 weight loss.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. The beat goes on. It's called the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle.
Oh.
Getting reports before you tell me this that Jell-O shots may have been consumed at the big tailgate yesterday.
Maybe.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Confirm or deny?
Plural.
Shots
Plural.
I've never been a fan of Jell-O shots. I like Jell-O and I like shots, but I don't like Jell-O
What
shots.
what are we handing out today, my friend?
Vodka, apparently.
Y'all know that song right there?
It's Tennessee whiskey, my friend.
You know who sings that song right there?
That's Chris Staples.
And I got a pair of tickets to see Chris Staples.
For real.
At White Veterans Memorial Center, live on June 26th.
Wow. Don't start calling
Hey, do not call me right now.
Don't call
Do not
now.
try to finesse the system.
No. And you better be kind, courteous, and correct. That's a big one.
I could spend my night in a bar room last night after disappointing bottom of that bottle. I'm not. This is a problem. I have a problem when I see something and it seems super obvious and I can't get anybody on board with me. I got a big problem with this lineman picking up Josh Allen and carrying him 2 yards. It's flat out here in the rule book, a 10-yard penalty. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's in the rule
I also
book.
got a problem with this little side judge always spotting us about a half yard less than what it looks like to the naked eye. And I've also got a problem with the virtual first down where they go to this big production and show you first down and they say, oh, well, we're going to review it. Well, which one is it?
Yeah. Well, go ask the Buffalo Bills fans. They thought they got screwed by Josh Allen's dad, Brad Allen, last night.
Yeah. How? Which
They have
time?
a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, I
They're
get
all-
it.
That's how these games work.
Maybe they balanced out. This is on what the Jags could have controlled and done, and they could have controlled the playbook a little differently, right? They didn't run it at all, and they were running the heck out of it from a production standpoint. And you know, again, if it's
That's
a
some
philosophical difference,
beautifully designed plays. That one where Tootin went left going down to the goal line, and there was nobody out there. I don't know
they
how
got space.
I mean, they got edges. They got the only run play that even semi-worked for Buffalo was the pitch. They could a shot.
only a
kudos,
couple times.
Kudos to Devon Hamilton, and they you know, They tried to create this narrative. I saw some of these bots last week. Like they like to write these stories. Why the Jaguars leading the league in rushing is a myth, and they'll no, man. We
detailed.
Jonathan Taylor, 74 yards, top performance of the year.
Yeah,
this kid Cook is unbelievable.
They stifled him.
Guarantee you, Cook has, and they're playing a hell of a defense in the Broncos.
He'll have more.
I agree.
He'll have more yards. We were terrific against the run, and we ran the ball. Those are such recipes for winning football games. And what were we in we had 2 and they had 1 turnover.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder what and again, I don't know. You sit there, man, 7-3, we get that again, LaQuinn Allen Jr., man, what a missile. Dives in there and blows that ball out of the kickoff returner, who's an all-pro. And we get the ball. If we go down and score a tutty there, make it 14-3, who knows?
Yeah, I get what your best case scenario is when you make that decision. I get it. It doesn't, to me, balance with how precious points can be in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you went back in every postseason game and you changed the decision that these coaches made on 4th down.
America's guest. E, can you confirm or deny this is you in the picture?
Let me see it. Who is that? I can't. Is that?
That's the doctor. He's with the doctor. First caller Paul.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's first caller Paul, right?
Yeah, that's first caller
I've met
Paul.
him before. He came and saw us maybe at Denny's place, right? Or not Denny's place, but when we did the
Tyson.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a bunch of them pitches floating around.
So anyway, again, it'll just fall softly. Oh well, stop him. But man, he picked the guy up and carried him 2 yards. Bothers me. Anywho,
well, it was a key time. I mean, we could have kept him out of the end zone.
Well, it would have been first to goal from the 18.
I kind of felt like once he got it was 4th and inches, and I almost felt like once he got the first down, the Jags were like, okay, let him score. Like almost like the Jags were dragging him.
Yep. You know what?
Like the Jags were dragging him too. Like let's let him in the end zone because we got to get the ball back.
Their first impulse was to stop him, and that's when the Buffalo guy picked him up and carried him. I think maybe he
was
thought
already
the play was
past.
dead.
He was already.
Oh, he already got
past
the first
it.
down, but he wouldn't have gotten the credit for the first down.
And then if you look,
he
it
would
was
have been
like,
a penalty. It would have been
on that play. It was like all of a sudden all of our big guys weren't there. It was just a couple little safeties, defensive backs in there, and that's why the 64 guy grabbed Josh and started moving.
That play, that drive, that series, that touchdown was on an awful time for a big miscommunication. I mean, it's cardinal sin at the end of the game. Protecting a lead is to let them get open for a big 40-yard
we had done
junk
so
play.
well against the tight ends. They had the one touchdown to Dalton Kincaid, which was a beautifully designed play, by the way.
Throw too. And
he pumped and hit him in the
good throw.
It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking in so many ways, and it's a tough one to get over.
It's tough because look, they it was a good game.
It was a great game.
They played a good game.
Unbelievable game.
They lost to a good team. They didn't give it away. They weren't terrible.
We had the lead at the 2-minute warning at the end of the game.
We scored to get the lead with 4 minutes. I mean, we put together that fourth quarter drive. We went right down the field. We took the lead. 4 minutes, one stop. Boom, we're on to the next round. We couldn't get that stop.
And we were hitting them like I just had this.
I don't know what the stats are. It feels like they were good on third down. They had a lot of third and
7 of 14, I think.
That's
if
pretty
I remember
good.
correctly.
Not great.
But we were good on 4th down
On
too.
that last interception, Trevor got hit, right?
I think he just tried to
no.
squeeze it in there. I just think it was a good play.
No.
It was just a good play.
I think it's
unlucky that it deflected right to someone.
I think he made up his mind.
Where he was
I'm going to Myers.
Pre-snap.
It
looked it.
And the other thing that in defense of Liam Cohen, I don't know the answer to this question about the running of the ball more. Trevor did a lot of this yesterday.
I have an answer for you.
Audibles.
Okay.
Here's my answer on that.
Yeah.
If you want to run the football, he does it one time. You're the head coach. And you tell him, hey, we're going to run it. Doesn't have to be, confrontation. Hey, man,
even if the look isn't right,
he could
keep
say,
running.
I see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
It wasn't so what that tells me, at the end of the day, Trevor's running what Liam wants to run. If he wanted to run the ball, they'd run the ball.
Yeah.
Because this is not always audible in
No. And by the way,
but
again,
he does change it. Like they have 2 plays. plays, he might have run called and he changes to pass because of the look.
And that may be the case. And that's an excuse for this is like if you putt and on the 17th green, you're still talking about how slow the greens are.
Yeah.
Figure it out. Right. And you tell them, hey, man, again, I feel you. I see what you're seeing. But that's the number one pass defense. If you see what we're running it right up their keister, let's keep running it. And that conversation, I think, would have happened before it to excuse that imbalance.
I've got one more question for the both of you. Not about the game.
Oh, no.
Supposed to cover some sports concepts and rationalization.
Sure.
So
what do you got?
You get one team that you don't want to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, good.
Who do you pick?
Easy. Yeah, I think Jeff and I got the same
that's
team.
That's easy for me, too.
Houston.
Houston. Yeah. Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Yeah. So let's, by the way, I take it that it's not even close for you, too.
No.
All right. Let's take Houston out.
Okay.
Who's the one team you don't want to see win the Super Bowl?
Oh, easy.
Okay, it's not easy for me. I got to tack through.
So I got I got Buffalo, Denver, New England, and the winner of Pittsburgh, Houston.
Mm-hmm. We already said Houston.
Okay, and the NFC. Do I have anybody that
you got? Rams, Bears, Seahawks, and Niners. Okay,
Yeah.
I think Dan's going to have the same answer as me. I think E's answer is the Broncos.
No,
it's not.
Broncos,
okay,
no.
For me, who is it?
Ben Johnson and the Bears. I don't want Ben Johnson.
That's who it is for me.
Yeah.
So I got it wrong. I agree with you. Who is it for you?
Niners.
Niners just had it with them. Well,
I don't think they're gonna.
They lost Kittle yesterday, but
I think Ben Johnson is a hell of a coach. I thought he was an ass.
Well, I don't like. I just don't want their guy outpacing ours.
If you want to build the whole hatred and bleep the Packers stuff, that's your prerogative. The handshake's what bothers me more.
Well,
I mean,
show a little respect.
Leave dodgeball alone. You just beat them. You know,
yeah.
Go out there, give him a handshake, and move on.
Yeah,
it was kind of a little bit of weak sauce, a little bit of But you know, if that's what he wants to build, and that's how he wants it. And listen, I'm sure Bears fans don't give a damn. They're like, they got a playoff home win. That was an electric atmosphere too, and dodgeball and the Packers got a lot of questions to answer after they blew that game. But we'll talk about that more later.
I have a question for you too, but I'll wait and come ask you. It has to do with the Jags yesterday's game and with the hypothetical future.
641-1010. Oh. We ought to pull up a big bottle this morning and pour some shots and knock them back. And
that's good.
Just don't put them in Jello.
Put some hair on our chest.
You know, I still got that peach vodka you gave me.
Yeah.
Pour that over a little ice.
Yeah.
Sip on that thing.
Just sip.
I'll put it right here in the Yeti. They'll never know the difference.
They'll never know.
We'll know the difference by about 9:30 when you're slurring.
I think I'm as unhinged as normal. All right, we got more to get into. Unfortunately, it's a melancholy Monday our 24-hour rule will be this. We'll talk about this loss, I guess, and then we can move on, right?
This was going to stick to my ribs
Yes,
for a while.
it is. It is. I feel you, my brother. All right, we're back with more next.
Maybe it was the 90 minutes I did on TV after the loss.
Yeah, it's always open wound when you
90.
do that, too. 90 yards! It's a next-gen roofing Monday, so listen, the roof has collapsed. I know who can fix it. Send the boys from Next Gen down there.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, leave all the 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Man, basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. So it's time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res. And don't forget about those air ducts either. Man, Zero Res, 4.9 rating on Google, more than 8,000 reviews. That's 4.9 out of 5.0. Bring in the new year with 20% off carpet and upholstery, plus take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention the 1010XL special. So what do? You call them. 287-5727, 287-5727, or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Tandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
All gas, no brake. That's what the Jags have been lately. If you're going to use that fuel, you may as well be saving at the pump. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. When you become a new member of the Shell Fuel Rewards program, you'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 on your third. Get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck? Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip. I mean, it is January. In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold. Well, I wouldn't call this. Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter. So switch over to heat. What if my system can't remember how to heat? Dude, put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat. Huh, I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter. Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosper here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Blame it on the goose, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the throne, got you feeling cold. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the.
Did you give away the tickets?
Tickets gone. Tickets gone.
Tickets are gone.
Smooth as Tennessee whiskey. All right, so it hurts today. It does, man. It's just so disappointing on so many levels.
You take apart everything, too, when you lose. I mean, everything is looked at. And my caution is, listen, I think the future's bright. I do. But, I mean, it's, we judge for what, Tony told us, judge for what we do on the grass. And that's what we judge. And our season came to a crashing halt yesterday. I saw him before the game. He said, we haven't done anything yet. And I'm like, I know, but, let's go. And, it was, is what it is. So,
you know what? And this is kind of what I was thinking, both in the short term.
They only had 2 penalties in the game, too.
Yeah, they played well enough to win.
I think they did everything.
They gave up 2.
So frustrating that they
gave up a 4-minute drive.
Yeah, they did what they wanted to do. And I mean, if you had done your list of goals,
sure,
if I came in, I
outrushed
told
them.
You that, Trevor's going to throw 3 touchdowns, and we're going to run for 154 yards. And Parker Washington's over 100 yards, and
we're going to stymie James Cook.
James Cook's not going to get squat. We're 5 of 9 on third downs. We have more total yards.
It
than
speaks
they
to
do.
Josh Allen in the moment plays.
Yeah,
he makes the moment plays, and he did again yesterday with a little bit of an assist. I think, and this is where the short-term reality and perspective translates to the long-term perception and reality.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that is this: I don't think this really goes away now till you go win a playoff game. It's like this stings, man. This was a good 13-win football team that had a home game as a 3 seed with a real chance. And don't get me wrong, this will pass, and we'll be excited when the draft free agency, and we'll have what we hope is a contending team. They better get off to a hot start,
Well, going into the weekend, since we went to the 7-team playoff format, 20-42. The visitors were. I mean, home field was a big deal, bro.
Well,
and it wasn't this weekend. I mean, there's
Rams won on the road. The obviously the Bills won on the road. The 49ers won on the road.
3 wins.
Yeah.
So 3-3 going
and most would say Houston
probably
could add
will.
to that.
Yeah.
That stat though,
But
with
20
the
and
Steelers,
42, man.
That 23 in a row on Monday night at home though.
Yeah.
That is weird.
I'll be rooting hard for you, Steelers.
Yeah,
Go
for
get you
sure.
one.
I don't think anybody.
I just feel like
in Jacksonville.
I just feel like with about 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, Aaron Rodgers is going to be limping off the field.
Get after him.
I just don't know.
They can get after him.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm having a change not on a guy's abilities, but on what the mindset of the organization was going to be. But if you're in a playoff game, facing the number 28 rushing offense, and you're gashing them, and you won't run Travis Etienne more than 10 times, how are you going to re-sign him for any kind of number?
You're not.
You showed what your value is on the running back and the running game.
If I look ahead, I think that
they draft a guy, they give it to
Etienne maybe gone, Devin Lloyd probably gone. I mean, Devin Lloyd, unless you franchise him,
yeah, you're gonna have to make
you
some
didn't
right
pick up
decisions.
his 5th-year option, so Now he was all pro and he had a great year and he was good yesterday, man. He was.
But
all
the
over
ETN
field.
thing to me really the point crystallized for me yesterday. I mean, if you're not going to run it,
He did have 5 catches, by the way. He had.
I know he's very
touches.
good.
Yeah,
he's very good.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not discounting the plays that are outside of just handoffs, but man, the way that those running backs were going yesterday,
our offensive line was being held together by but towards the end we had Harrison go down, Cole Van Landen didn't play, McCarry, God bless him, shout out to that kid. I mean, he was doubled over in pain and he stayed out on the field.
Milam played both guard positions over the course of the game.
Yeah, so
they rotated a lot through
those guys were battling and they were winning. They were winning up front. So
for the most part, I thought Trevor had a B plus game. That last interception tainted the overall feeling of it, and trying to force that in there. But
he ain't the reason we lost.
Yeah, for sure, and that's what you need. And it could have been the reason we won had the defense held. Right. He don't do fourth
quarter touchdowns.
Right. No last interception.
Right.
All that he would have 3 touchdowns, a pick, and a win. So I thought he was fine.
This team had, and I don't know that every team has this, and they don't because the records tell you this. This team had a resiliency like the Chicago Bears in that respect. They just keep coming and keep coming. You really got to kill them. And Josh Allen killed them. It took someone special to do it, and it was Josh Allen. I hated that draw. I'll hate that draw forever. I feel like we got screwed in a way. I feel like, damn it, man, we're 13-4,
so much.
And I look up and I get
beat the
Buffalo
Broncos.
freaking Bills, who are playoff savvy, been every year.
MVP
and
quarterback.
I did think during the game as I was confident because I kept telling you guys we were going to win.
Yeah.
And then I thought
I wasn't like, oh, we're losing, but I was like, you're asking me gut feeling.
I'm watching Josh Allen play, and at 1 second, I finally sat there and thought to myself, in Josh Allen's legacy, is he going to lose wild card weekend in Jacksonville, Florida? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to accept. You know,
I am now.
He may not ever get to a Super Bowl. He may get, but can this cat is not going to go in the first. They're 12-5. They're not. Listen again. we say they don't have much. They don't have much at receiver. They have James Cook, the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
They have Deion Dawkins, a heck of an offensive lineman. They've got
good tight ends.
They've got pass rushers, man. Yeah. They've got now they lost Ed Oliver, which hurt them a lot, but they're obviously their secondary is pretty doggone good.
They're good. They again having to do that 1 minute drive against the Bills. It's a lot different than doing it against the Cardinals or the Raiders.
Yeah,
that's the number one pass defense, and now they know for sure you're passing.
Yeah,
even though they probably got the clue a little earlier in the game. So anyway, we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to The Drill. It's the Next Gen Roofing.
Give me some Tennessee whiskey.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Duvall all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside, your locally owned commercial truck headquarters and proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, it's Rick Ballou. We got a fresh shipment of hard-to-find ProMaster vans, perfect for Section 179. My buddy Tommy and his team are committed to the community and make the process simple. Upfits, delivery, everything handled right. If you need ProMaster vans or commercial trucks for your fleet, you need Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Hey, certainly facing different economic times, and that's the beauty of the economic times. They're always different. But for me, as I celebrate 2025 and look ahead to 2026, I know my money's in the right place with ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks, and they're taking care of my Jacksonville money, man. Experience, expertise, and knowledge. I am so grateful to these people, Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright and Dan Abel, Janice Cobb and Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP Partners, man. And what they do is they listen. They build strategies where your goals become their priority. I'm telling you, man, what are you waiting for? Get started now. There's a number of reasons. And if you don't have someone to help you along the way, good luck. But ITP Partners, easy to get a hold of them. They'll help you. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is family-owned and delivers fast, reliable service. Save thousands by restoring your cast iron pipes instead of replacing them. Visit SuperiorPlumbingJags.com today.
He used to cover the Jags. Now he's a CBS Sports senior NFL writer.
Well, I believe he's got everybody's attention.
He's Pete Prisco. Friday afternoons on The Frangie Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Searcy here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Parker Washington dazzled in Duvall over the weekend. The young wideout had 107 yards on 7 receptions and added in a touchdown on what was an amazing day. His future is so bright, not even sunglasses will hide the glare. And he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
New year, new beginnings, and a new roof. Start 2026 with a peace of mind and take advantage of Universal Roof and Contracting's limited time offer. 15% off all roof repairs and replacements. From leaks to full replacements, call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection today. This special New Year's deal ends January 31st. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
A new year is the perfect time to finally get organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to home offices, entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and more. Beautiful, functional storage for any space, lifestyle, and budget. Start the new year strong with 40% off plus an extra 15% off, free installation, and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free in-home consultation. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkestone. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Second down from the 6, dropping is Trevor, looking, still looking. Now fires toward the back of the end zone. That ball's going to be caught! Touchdown, back in the end zone! Parker Washington! Trevor stuck it in there! Parker caught it for the score! How good is that?
All right. Sadly, our Jaguars bid adieu to this postseason. It was a terrific regular season. It was a record-breaking regular season. There's no questioning Liam Cohen and his ability to run an offense and having this ship pointed in the right direction. Listen, it's okay to not always agree with the coaching calls, but I like even when a coach disagrees with me, he at least leaves open the possibility that it's not 100% the right thing to do. And, he doubled down after making a real similar decision in week 3 at Cincinnati.
He said, he didn't come out and say, we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at everything.
No, it's absolutely the right call. Analytics. Well, there's something called math, and in the postseason, math means, 3 extra points. So it's not just disagreeing, but it's like doubling down, like any thought to the contrary won't even be considered.
Yeah.
And I would like to think in the same position next year in the postseason, up 7-3 in the first half with a chance to make it 10-3, take the point. So then we won't know until then. Maybe upon reflection. What bothers me a little bit is this. I mean, do we learn a lesson? The game the other day, it's the exact same thing happened off of the fourth down. It was from the down and distance to the result was the same thing that happened in the Cincinnati game. Now, the only difference in Cincinnati, you get the first down there, the game ends. So that is maybe a little bit more of a carrot. But same thing in Cincinnati. You went forward inside their 10 with the, you've got the backdrop of, they've got to go 90-plus yards. Cincinnati did go 90-plus.
Yep.
So did Buffalo. So you gave up all the momentum, you gave up the points, and you gave up the lead. All three. Those things weren't possible with the kick. They could have returned the kick back for a touchdown. It'd have been a tie football game.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I'd like to at least consider, especially in the postseason where it seems a lot more precious. In baseball, it's like Daniel Murphy says, a walk is a rally. In the postseason, 3's worth 6, man. Tack them, add them up, and I promise you in the long run, that'll be the winning strategy.
That was a hard one to take yesterday. It was a hard one for the fan base and hard one all the way around. It's and the thing is, we didn't, it's so quick we didn't get to celebrate the AFC South till a week ago.
Yeah.
So we got the final week of the season. We finally won the AFC South. It was tough to do. Finally, we get something. And then the following week, the playoffs start, and boom, it's over.
Yeah, and you were right. That was a tougher draw. You were also right, by the way. The Miami matchup is set, and Indiana was the far superior team to Oregon. Belt to A on that thing.
Yeah, Indiana's
not the result I think Miami wanted. Indiana's, I think I see a 5.5, 6 point favorite, and they seem every bit of it. We'll see. Miami has had that.
They have.
They've had that grit when it comes down to it. But
tell you what, though, man, I watched that Mendoza kid that night.
He was
Why
sharp.
wouldn't you take that kid?
They will.
He is accurate as hell, man.
Yeah.
He may not be.
He's howdy doody, but he's tough. He's got a toughness about him.
Oh man, and you can like factor in stuff, but he may have that intangible that you desperately want.
To this end, I was guilty with him, like you're guilty with NFL quarterbacks. And that was, he had too many 178-yard passing games for me to appreciate what he was actually doing or how good he was.
Right.
But you put him in now on this platform, they're beating the hockey sticks out of
more
good
touchdown
teams.
passes and incompletions in the 2 games combined.
Yeah, that's impressive. And I think the Raiders have it. They've fallen right into it. That's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
That's a perfect fit.
100%. But yeah, that Indiana team,
I think he'll be good in the league. I've changed my mind on him.
I got into the social media depths a little bit, and The word on Indiana is they're cheating.
How?
They've coaches. There's some site where you post all the practices, and they're going through these videos of all the other teams' practices. Look at the Pounds kid who knew exactly they know exactly what the other team's going to do. They're cheating. And that's the new level at Indiana.
Yeah,
and by the way, if they are, good for you.
I don't.
It works for Michigan.
If there's a site that shows you that, then I don't know what you. I mean,
don't have a site.
Correct. Shut down the site, or you.
Pounds,
how do you know about the site?
And the other thing is, and this is probably the way to go. Get the older kids over the 5 stars. Get the older kids and train them up. I went to
definitely working for Indiana.
I went to the UNF basketball game Saturday afternoon.
Look at you. Who'd they play?
Shout out Queens College.
Yeah,
I almost went.
We didn't win.
Yeah.
Did you?
I almost
Me
did.
and Brooksy went. And a couple things. One, Queens College has a dude who's like 30 years old. I mean, it's unbelievable, dude. I think he's from overseas, about 30 years old. They also have Trey Mann's little brother, who I thought was great because he plays at Queens College. Trey Mann plays for
the Nets.
Charlotte,
Queen City. I don't know where he is right now.
I'm pretty sure
he's bounced around.
So the kid, the baby brother's probably staying at the crib.
Oh, Queens College is in Charlotte. Oh,
yeah.
Here I am thinking it's from New York.
Oh no, it's a A-Sunner.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah,
they're one of the better teams in the A-Sun.
How is Trey Mann's brother?
He's
good?
Okay. He's not.
Is he a starter?
Yeah. He's smooth. They were good.
Are they a good team in the A-Sun? Did you do all that kind of? Usually when you do that, you take a look.
Queens is like one of the top 2 or 3 in the A-Sun. They might be the best.
I saw both JU and UNF are kind of struggling a little bit.
Big struggle. But I'll say this: they got a bunch of guys in sweatsuits. I don't know a ton about UNF. I go to see my 2 Jacksonville kids, but they got a bunch of kids in sweatsuits who should be playing, so they got injuries. Like a 7-footer. So they got guys kind of playing out of position. And they played hard. They stayed in that game the whole way. They're just not quite as,
Who are the Jacksonville guys on the team?
I got my boy KJ.
KJ transferred over there.
Yeah.
Is he playing a bunch?
He had 16 on Saturday, so he looked
former
good.
Lockett Law High School performer.
I felt like I inspired him.
Okay. He saw you there. You made eye contact. You knew what the deal was.
It's my boys.
It's like the great Santini walking into the gym.
Yeah, and then Mason Lee. Well, let me put it this way. This is one of the
Nobody does it.
I did a little kind of like an E thing on you. You'd have enjoyed this, E. So I go over to UNF. I'm an adjunct professor there. I don't know if I've told you guys that.
We do know that.
Okay. And they take great care of me. So I walk in.
You have a new classroom, a big auditorium.
I walk in and Brooke
Any
says,
chance it'll be the Hicken Auditorium at some point?
Yeah. Well, I walk in and Brooke says, well, let's go in this way. I said, okay, I don't know where to go. I walk in, he goes, where are your tickets, Dan? I go, I just got general admission. I just walked up. I support the school. I bought the tickets.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, well, just go down here and there's some seats. I said, okay. And I sat on the baseline. And then another good UNF guy, I don't know if I should name him or not, but he said, come sit here. And I said, okay. So I sat right there. And next thing I know, food and drink were all mine, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's good.
I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it.
I think that was as much had to do with the moguls as it did the adjunct professors.
Oh, yeah.
But on the wood, huh?
Yeah, I appreciate them. Appreciate UNF, and it was a great, like I said, and it was, you know what? It's a good atmosphere. It's college ball.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, all right, I got one question before we take our halftime break here.
And the Gators had already won.
Boogie Wonderland.
Boogie got his hair cut by the same guy who cut Walter Clayton's dreads.
Okay.
Hire that guy.
Okay. I like Boogie's new dude, by the way.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the other one. But anywho, I got a question for you. There's only one right answer.
Mm-hmm.
What was the most impressive pass? And I know what you're going to say, and you're wrong before you say it, so think. What was the most impressive pass, all things considered, in the NFL playoffs this weekend?
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of passes.
Yeah, well, there was why I thought you would immediately. I'll give you at least one of the multiple choice options was that throw by Caleb Williams on 4th down.
Oh,
against his body where he had the jump
season
man
on
logo.
the line.
Right, season on the line. So that's very impressive, but that doesn't take it for me.
Oh, no.
That throw that receiver Jawan Jennings made, rolling out to his right, throwing on the run and dropping it in 40 yards downfield to Christian McCaffrey like he's freaking Cam Ward.
Well, let me just tell you
All
something.
things considered is even more impressive because, oh, yeah, he's a receiver.
Well, yes and no.
Play quarterback.
Juwan Jennings was a 4-star dual threat quarterback.
I got
recruit,
you.
Ranked ahead of Darnold, Burrow, and Lamar.
Wow. It seems to me he should be throwing it more then. But that was, if you haven't seen that one, they did a reverse, like a double reverse. He's rolling out to the right. Christian McCaffrey slides out of the backfield. And, I mean, on the run, they're pressuring him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost
There's Juwan, number 4, coming out of Blackman, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, 6'4", 188.
Juwan Howard's cray-cray, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
That was a nice throw.
Yeah, for sure. All right, it's a Next Gen Roofing Monday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
And he's not moving. That was a heck of a hit.
Good health is an important part of a successful program.
A guy who was number 5 on our depth chart is now our starting wideout.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville
on 1010XL.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Hey, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, and more trucks, the only name you need to know, George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. They got Silverado after Silverado, man, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And listen, I just don't talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, my boy Blue, and I couldn't be happier, man. And they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Why? They got power, dependability. Oh, we got style, baby. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet, man. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today and see why truck people keep on coming back to George Moore Chevrolet. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together! Let's ride.
It's January in Jacksonville, so you turn on the shower knob expecting hot water. It comes up cold. That's a tough loss to start the day, but Duck Duck Rooter is here to turn things around with the new year, new water heater promotion. Duck Duck Rooter makes replacing that old water heater a winning play. Right now, get a new water heater installed for just $14.99 on select models with standard installation. Call now to schedule your free estimate and take the cold shower off the scoreboard. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Barry at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Barry on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COILE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the chairman of Underwoods. With Christmas behind us in 2026 here, the last thing you want to hear is somebody trying to sell you something. That's why at Underwoods, we'd like to stop and just say thank you to all the people that came in our stores over the last year. Whether you bought from us or not, we want to thank you for coming in and giving us the chance to help. You see, in North Florida, there are a lot of people trying to sell you jewelry, but at Underwoods, we consider it an honor for somebody to come in and just give us that chance to help. And if we do a good job, we might get a chance to serve again. Having served North Florida since 1928, All of us here understand what a customer really gives us during that visit to Underwood's. Their trust. And it's up to us to do everything we can to keep it. So on behalf of everybody on the Underwood team, thanks again for coming into our stores. And we wish each of you a Happy New Year.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein & Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein & Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein & Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. The Jags' playoff loss to Buffalo found first-year head coach Liam Cohen unsure how to address his team.
Wasn't really 100% sure what to say to those guys in there because you don't really plan for what you're going to say after the season ends.
Florida dominated Tennessee as Boogie Fland scored 23 points, helping the Gators secure their second straight win over a ranked opponent. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:07 and it's 43 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we are back here on the drill, 8:08 on a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
First 3 games of the playoffs, the team that was leading at the 2-minute warning lost. 0-3.
It was a fun weekend. It didn't go our way. That's too bad. Until last night's ho-hummer.
Last night's was ho-hum.
They were all good games, man. Back and
Great
forth.
games.
And
I mean, think about it. When you lose, I mean, just in Philly, you know, Philly, the 2 fall guys are A.J. Brown, and I guess this cat, Kevin Patullo, is the OC.
Okay.
So he's getting the blame. So it's A.J.
That's
Brown.
the most toxic good team I think I've ever been around NFL-wise. It's been like this simmering for 3 or 4 years. It usually doesn't last.
I actually had a good weekend picking when we sat here and picked. I thought San Francisco was going to win. I thought Indiana was going to win. I thought the only one I got wrong was the Jags.
Well, we both love San Francisco getting those points.
Yeah.
Especially. Now, I did think
Carolina plus 10. Remember we talked about that?
We said we'd take that many, but I did like the Rams. I'm surprised. I'm getting off of the Rams train, man. They played sketchy football last 5 or 6 weeks.
And I think San Fran. Now, I was working, so I didn't see.
It's going to be the Bears. I think the Bears.
Did Kittle tear his Achilles?
He's out. I don't know. He went out on a cart. He won't play. He's done.
Yeah.
So
that's another one.
Their backup tight ends are pretty good, but they're not Kittle. But if I feel like Chicago will win that game, they got a great draw. They got a banged up 49ers team.
You might have like Chicago, Seattle.
I think it's to be honest with you, at this point, I said this before the playoffs. Now, outside my Jag want, my biggest inclination, gun to head, because of the quality of the teams and the incredible home field advantages in those 2 cities, it'll probably go chalk. It'll probably be Denver, Seattle. It might not be real pretty and dramatic getting there, but
that sucks.
As you sit here, are the Bills going to win in Denver?
I think they can.
I think they can, but are they? I'd like to think that, oh gosh, if they beat us, they'll beat them. But I think Denver's going to win with the week to get ready and a defense that'll get to Josh Allen more than we did.
Man, I tell you what, when you're in those playoff atmospheres, man, at home field, I tip my cap teams that win on the road like that. And we've had them before, right? Kansas City won all 3, didn't they?
A couple years ago.
It's tough, man. I'm driving in yesterday. I got to tell this story real quick. I'm driving in yesterday.
I know it was a jam.
And
it was jammed up on that bridge.
It was jammed.
Yeah, I saw it.
And that was like 10 o'clock.
I was looking.
All right. I'm driving in, and I'm driving to the TV station first, and that's at like 9 o'clock. So I got Chucklebutt on the air here.
That would be E.T.?
E.T.,
your boy.
The legend. And he's holding it down. He's hosting some show that I think we used to do, quite frankly. I don't remember, but I think he's getting hammered drunk at like 8:30 in the morning.
We were drinking brackish.
Yeah. My man
it's encouraged, not just allowed.
And then the evolution, because I know I can picture him. I know he's got that Jaguar gear on.
I did. I was swagged out.
All right. I know that he's got deep down inside. He's got his pom poms.
Okay.
He's got a little bit of roar in him. Don't kid yourself. If they would invite him down there, he would go in the 50-yard line around the roar and do the routine.
Shiti.
CT.
Yeah, we're not running with that one.
No, we're going. That was just the one to offer me.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. My man then says,
okay,
and I quote,
I did not say that.
He said it. Our Josh Allen is better than their Josh Allen.
Oh,
I'm going to go pull a clip, bro. I did not say that. I said our Josh Allen has to play better. Yeah. That's what it has to play
I nearly drove off the road, spit out my whatever I was drinking.
Hot take.
But anyway.
Spit take, rather.
And I love the evolution. Like, I usually catch up with him. Well, sometimes I catch up with him at halftime, but we missed each other this week.
Uh-huh.
But I get the reports throughout the day. Then I'm driving home, Pross. Now, I've done an hour pregame show on TV, 90 minutes postgame show, and I'm driving back to the TV station, I think. And so I don't know what time it is, but I'm listening to the fifth quarter.
Fifth quarter.
Fantastic show.
I got Ryan the Hacker Green.
Nice.
Big Leon. Coach Ingram, one of my favorite coaches.
Gerald Ingram.
He can break it down.
Love him. It's a great show.
He was a running backs coach here for Coughlin. I wonder what he thought about yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm listening. Well, I would have liked to hear him, except for on the fifth quarter, I got some cat calling up, and he's one of them angry Jag fans.
Okay, he was angry,
so he's blaming everybody. You know, this guy and Trevor and that. That's fine. You know, just get it out.
Yeah.
Well,
some people ain't want to hear.
All of a sudden, I hear, "Let's go back to the phones right now."
Is that Hacker?
That's my Hacker impression. God bless him. We've got ET on the line.
Yep.
What in the hell? This is a call-in show for the fans.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's a fan.
And now, by the way, it's been a long, hard day for ET.
Long weekend.
You know how Mondays
he was on the playoff prowl on Friday. Don't forget.
Oh yeah.
That was a long day right there.
Yeah. And you know how
Sonati's and everywhere else he went, just grabbing the chicken sandwiches.
When we see him on Mondays after a home game,
yeah, he's down. He's tired.
Yeah.
And that's if they win. You should have seen him this morning, Hick.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was doing 28 days later.
I
mean, my man was a zombie.
The voice spry. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah,
the voice is
woken
gone.
up a little bit.
The voice is gone.
At least he's woken up some. I mean, this morning I could have
heard
thrown.
him. He start giving them one-word answers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, right. One-word answers. This guy.
I got ET, raspy voice.
All right, so he's on the fifth quarter. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, ET. And all of a sudden, he's like ripping the dude.
I had to give him the business.
You're ripping the dude who was ripping the Jags.
Yeah, because, man, we won 13 games, AFC South. He's just all gung-ho.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear
Stand by
that,
your man.
He
I got
was.
you. Standing
He
by
was.
his team in there.
Hey, I wasn't trying to hear that, man.
I was going to call him, and I said, no, I'm going to call him. I'll get him tomorrow. But I was just like, I start my day with ET. I'm ending my day with ET. I got reports of ET all day
Then you'll start
long.
today with him again. Huh?
Unbelievable.
Got you to do lunch today. ESPN has done like a little prospectus, like a little guidebook, an off-season guidebook to each team that has been eliminated. Now, we were out of that mass, quantity of teams.
By the way, if we stuck with your way of giving out awards, we lost Coach of the Year yesterday, too.
Yeah, we did. And I'm fair with that. And you know what?
And
I now
Ben Johnson got us.
I'd give it Ben Johnson over Vrabel, but I would. And you know what? Before this weekend, I would have given it to Liam Cohen. Now, I'd have been a little bit biased, too. All right, the offseason prospectus, just a little kind of blueprint for the Jags, according to the ESPN experts, Duraco and others.
Yes.
Okay? Yada, yada, yada. Let's see.
This, that, and the other?
Cap space, minus $10 million, so we're over the cap right now. That'll go up naturally, and then they'll make some other moves. Top offseason priority.
Okay. For the Jags?
Yeah. They are figuring out how they're going to use Travis Hunter. He'll play both ways. The team's adamant about that, but will the Jaguars approach 2026 differently? Will he be primarily a corner, get a package on offense, or vice versa? Where are y'all on that? I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He was playing
good.
good.
Putting him at cornerback.
Okay.
And putting him on offense occasionally.
And if you need him on offense, you get an injury or someone's out, he can be a receiver that week
But
and
I'm
still
putting
play
him.
corner.
I want you, after yesterday.
Yeah. I'm okay with that,
I
too.
want a great corner. If we had Travis Hunter yesterday, maybe.
And now, by the way, we seem good enough that we don't have to have this unicorn that plays both ways to get the value.
The emergence.
Now that we're a good team, give me an all-pro corner, and that's enough value for that trade.
I got a feeling that's going to be a hard sell to Trav.
Yeah, and that's good, too.
Trav's here to ball.
All right. What is one secondary priority to watch?
I'd like to get it was a lot, but I'd like to get a pass rush.
Okay, good. You nailed it. Add to the defensive line. The Jags could benefit from another edge rusher to complement Walker and Hines Allen. Doesn't have to be an immediate starter, which could be tough to find because they don't have a first-round pick. You could get it later rounds. It wouldn't hurt to address defensive tackle either to improve the rotation.
By the way, can I get back on Twitter?
Can you?
Yeah. Now that we've lost.
Oh,
I have the green light.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to stay off it whether I was on or not. I would never come back when we won 6-7.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but now that now
just check. Continue on.
Are you anywhere closer to being
no
resolved? Okay.
Joe C got hacked too, though. By the way,
did it? Yeah, they're coming at him one after the other.
Yeah.
You better be careful in there. Do you have Twitter?
Yeah, I do.
Do you use it much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, during the season,
better keep it on the down low.
The rumor is it's Mia. She's been cutting us off. I don't know that to be true. I'm just saying that's what I hear.
That would be dirty. Latest on
diabolical.
Latest on whether they will re-sign running back Travis Etienne. A new administration in Jacksonville drafted Tootin and Allen. They haven't re-signed Etienne yet. It certainly looks like he's not in the Jags' future plans, though he did have an excellent season in Liam Cohen's system. I think they'll try and bring him back on a short-term deal, but a better offer from another team would force him to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to give me a good deal on a short-term deal, then I'd take it. But I would say this. If you got a running back who is just gashing the number 28 rush defense in the postseason and he can probably carry you to a victory and you won't use him, then I can't pay much money for him. And in essence, I feel that's what Liam Cohen did yesterday to the running game.
I think they like Etienne a lot. I'll be curious to see how that
what the
goes.
number is.
Yeah.
Early draft outlook. They don't get their first pick, obviously, until Friday.
But he has maneuverability, so if he wants to get up into the first round, he can.
There's a couple guys, some good disruptive young interior defenders. Caleb Banks, Georgia's Christian Miller, guys like that may be available when they pick.
Mm-hmm.
And there is the good news that pick they surrendered fell all the way down to 28.
Yeah.
So they got minimum
not
value.
28.
Biggest
not 28, like 22, 23.
That was 13-4. It's not where you go out. It's only the Super Bowl 31-32. I'm almost positive.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, they slot it by
I think
round.
So. Yeah, as you go out.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Hold on, let me look.
I thought it was just Super Bowl, and then the rest was by record. Big prediction for the offseason. This is the
big prediction.
ESPN prospectus. The Jaguars will field trade offers on wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., who disappointed in his sophomore year with the emergence of Parker Washington. And
Browns hold 2 top picks in the top 24 after Jags exit.
Oh, so yeah, okay.
They got number 6 on their own.
And then that'd be.
And I guess 24 would be
probably 24 because 13 and 14.
Yeah, they got 24. Philly gets it goes by your record and where you exit, right? In other words, we're all go out this weekend. The teams that went out this weekend, we had the 13-4 record.
You're right.
So
ours is the worst of what it would have been.
So it's the Chargers. Oh no, it says pick TBD, but then it says pick 24 for Cleveland. Huh.
Maybe the Chargers.
Maybe there's a tiebreak between them and how that continues. Right, they had the same record.
Yeah.
But we were 13-4, so they're locked in.
I will say this, and while we can focus on the 1 or 2 or 3 players that are, you're going to have to make decisions on whether or not you keep them, this seems like a pretty good nucleus. We wondered, who are our dogs?
Yeah.
Now, one season later, it feels like there's 5 or 6 dogs.
Yep.
I still think we could use another tight end. I don't think any of the backup tight ends will be back.
If you watch the Rams, which Cohen matriculated from,
personnel.
they 2 and 3 the tight ends. So another. We had a couple of MIAs yesterday. Jacoby Myers went MIA on us in a big game. He had that drop on that first possession of ball he should have caught. And Brenton Strange didn't have a ton of impact. He had a ball or 2, but
Did y'all see Trayvon much?
Not really.
He had
finished off like a run play
big stop early, but
we don't get to the quarterback, man. That's just the bottom line. The season ends with just a paltry amount of sacks. We have got to find a young pass rusher.
We need 40 sacks.
You need a couple of guys with double digits. They don't have to have 20, but a couple of guys with 10 and a half makes it. Would have made a difference yesterday.
We'll grab a break, keep it rolling. It's Melancholy Monday here.
It is. It's brought to you by Next Gen Roofing, and it's not their fault.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
A strong fence makes a good fence. A strong defense makes a good team.
They're the best defense in the league for a reason.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game.
Go, let's go!
on 1010XL.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duvall Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvallGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duvall!
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duvall Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duvall Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Renewal by Anderson is ringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one, 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Anderson, where comfort meets savings.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Now, the Randy Marian Cadillac Drive of the Game. Randy Marian Cadillac of Jacksonville. Drive to the game in luxury with Randy Marian Cadillac of Jacksonville.
When the lights shine the brightest in the game's final moments, the offense show that their stars shine just as bright. Trevor Lawrence led the Young Guns on a 10-play, 77-yard drive, capped off by an ETN touchdown, giving Jacksonville a 24-20 lead with 4:03 left in regulation. The 4-minute drive is your Randy Marian Cadillac Drive of the Game.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marian with Randy Marian Cadillac in Jacksonville, here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyric.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marian Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm and Monahan Jewelers on 1010XL.
He's one of the Jags' all-time greats.
It's a melancholy Monday morning, I'm not going to lie.
We watched yesterday. So close. Had the lead with 2 minutes to go, 2-minute warning. And then with 1 minute left, and they went. But still there was hope. Freddie T, there was hope, but no.
I heard our man yesterday on the post game.
Yeah.
It hit him hard.
It hit him hard?
He's having a hard time, being able to, filter what, the raw emotion of what he felt and what he owes the listening audience. And it seemed genuinely conflicted a little bit yesterday, Fred. In what,
hey, good morning.
Yeah, probably what you wanted. Let me say what I would have said. Okay, as a former stud running back, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the all-time greats. What I would have thought after the game was, man, it sure felt like we should have run it a lot more. That's what
yeah. I still think that about the '99 game.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, it's one thing to think it, one thing to control your emotions. When you're in the heart of it. I mean, even in '99, I didn't, in post game, state to you guys, man, we should have run it more. Because I know I was off to a great start running the ball, and there are other moments where the run game seemed that it would have been a more effective against those Titans. And even yesterday, Coach at the podium said we left a lot on the bone.
Yeah.
And quite naturally, I'm sure he referenced the run game as a bit, and then also some other opportunities. They got the missed field goal there. That's the tying score. And then you got the 4th and 2 that a lot of people are questioning. But that was potentially 3. But what I love about that moment, he also stood on business and saying, I don't regret it. And that's who we've been. In those moments, we've gone for it. And a lot of it is the reason they're in the position that they're in. So questioning whether he went for it on 4th and 2 was it good or bad, you also have to look back and say, well, if this is the way they've played throughout the entirety of the season, he's made calls that have worked in their favor, even when people thought he shouldn't have gone for it and he went for it and it was a success. That's part of the gamble. That's part of football. That's part of playing with no fear. But yeah, I thought they should have run it a bit more based on the numbers. And there are certain times during the game where you can't run it. They force you out of it. But I just wasn't familiar with the check with me system when Trevor continued to go to the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean they had to get away from the run in doing it. But I didn't recall seeing so many check with me's in other games.
Right.
And maybe it was me just paying more attention. It's the playoffs. The intensity high, the focus is high, the fans are on the edge, we're all on the edge. We know that the outcome depends on the least amount of mistakes, which the Bills made yesterday. It also depends on your best players being their best at the most needed times, and our best players weren't their best at those times. And this isn't the NBA playoffs. You don't get another shot.
Yeah, it's not a best
it
of
is
3,
what it is,
for sure.
Yeah.
We have Daniel.
It is what it is. And, right now it's us talking about what we probably could have done better. And that's that. But that's over.
As a guy, Fred, who played so long in the league between the lines, who has a lot of postseason experience, we have Daniel Murphy, a Major League Baseball All-Star, in with us once a week. He's a local Inglewood grad. And he talked about once you get to the postseason, a walk is a rally. So I'm wondering, is there a similar effect in football? And does kicking a field goal there, are those 3 points more precious in a playoff game than they would be in Week 3 at Cincinnati, or is that more cliche than it is reality?
I think it's the playoffs because of what's at stake. Everything just hits a bit different. Everything hits harder, man. Everything is, more important. It's not of equal importance. It's more important. Because you can casually say, all right, we'll be okay. In the playoffs, you probably would say that until you realize at the end of the game that we're not okay. And, a lot of times the younger guys who don't understand, they're going to say, we'll be back, because they come in and they experience all this success and they think it's, it's automatic or it's easy. It's hard. You know, if football was easy, your favorite basketball player would be playing it, right? I hope that didn't go over a lot of people's heads. But yeah, it's football is tough, man. It's hard, and you know, even the guys that were on the 22 team, it's taken them 3 years to get back. You know, and we saw the in between. So yeah, everything matters. You know, more. The intent. I had fans coming to me saying they were nervous. They had knots in their stomachs before the game, and they weren't even playing.
Right.
So I mean, you know, but all in all, man, they gave us a lot of enjoyment this year. The excitement was amazing. Yeah, we weren't. The expectations were there, so it would seem that they exceeded expectations to start the season and to get to where they are. But once you've shown signs that you're that good, expectations increase, and they started increasing each and every week as they went on this run. It's just unfortunately they couldn't get past yesterday.
You know, they hadn't lost since November 9th, too. I mean, so we had only been winning.
That spoils you.
Yeah, it does. And I can't quite get the first part of your answer is where I'm stuck at, opportunity lost, because, and you mentioned it took them 3 years to get back. There are no guarantees in this league, man. Everybody goes back to ground zero next year. I know that a lot of people are like, the foundation, the this, the that, and I get that, and I think the future is bright. It seems like it's bright, but man, so much changes. Who comes back? Who doesn't come back? Some of these coordinators may get job interviews. We have no idea what's going to happen, except for this group will change greatly, like every group does. Whether you win or lose, the roster gets overhauled, man. It's 20, 30 new guys, and it's just I really felt like, Fred, I thought the 99 team going into the playoffs, I thought this was the second team I thought had a real shot at getting to the Super Bowl, but I did not want to play Buffalo because of Josh Allen first. And in the end, I think that was not a great draw for us.
I actually sort of had a difference of opinion. I thought Buffalo was no. I mean, Josh Allen, we both can agree that Josh Allen he's him.
Right.
He's that guy, man. And yesterday he showed that. And he put that team on his shoulders.
Yep.
And we got a real taste of, the Josh Allen of old. Like, throughout the course of the season, his numbers weren't, typical of what we've seen. They weren't enough to put him in an MVP conversation as he's been in many years. That defense wasn't the defense that would fire off, and beat up your quarterback. Hell, that defense and that team isn't the team that we beat 9-6.
Right.
It's not the team that we beat. What was it? Was it in London? So that team isn't. They're not even better than the Jaguars team they beat yesterday, actually. But it's hard to even make that statement, considering they made the win. They got the win. But, I would say if the Jaguars had to play a best out of 5, they win the 3 out of 5. But, yeah, man, Josh Allen, I thought it was a good draw. I didn't want to, play, let's say, somebody we're familiar with, or maybe a team that we've already beaten. If anything, the Chargers would have been my first pick.
Sure.
And then the Bills would have been my next pick.
Okay.
But the Texans, not necessarily.
Yeah.
With the way that defense is playing.
Yeah.
And they're very similar to the teams that beat us in the Rams and the Seahawks. That's what they present. Similar type ball club. Or maybe even Pittsburgh, but my top 3 would have been the Chargers, Pittsburgh, and the Bills in that order, maybe. But yeah, I mean, you got to play the games regardless of who the draw is, and the game was there. I mean, we could talk about those 6 points, or we could just talk about rebuilding for next year. I'd rather talk about rebuilding and moving forward, because the 6 points, we can't get those back.
Can't get them back. You sure?
Fred, did you see enough of Travis Hunter this year to have an opinion one way or the other, how you feel he would be best utilized?
I've seen enough of the other guys you know, with Travis's injury, we saw Parker Washington step up and be very consistent throughout the course of the year, big play after big play after big play. We've seen, in addition of a Jacoby Myers, who without the Travis Hunter injury, I don't believe they trade for him, and also allow him to come in and perform to where they extend him. You know, we've seen BTJ sort of, you know, break out of his inconsistent slump and catching the ball better towards the end or after he returned from injury. So it would seem that the receivers core is set. So you don't necessarily have to overextend Travis on the offense. You know, spot plays here and there just because he's an amazing talent. I think that would be something I would entertain. But in the secondary, even with Monteric Brown playing as well as he's played, Jordan Lewis, you know, playing really well throughout the course of the year. Now you trade and you bring in having a brain
Newsome
situation this morning. Yeah, Newsome. And we don't know what's going to happen there at those positions. But if it were me having to make the call, I would say I would be working to make Travis Hunter a all-pro DB, which I believe he is.
Yeah. And by the way, it feels like when they drafted him, Fred, for the trade to work, you know, this guy had to, for the value to be there, he had to play both ways. You're like getting two players was, you know, the narrative. But now that they're a contending team and close, getting an all-pro at either place makes that trade worth it, right? So, yeah, I think we're all kind of landing on that. And I've been more on the offensive side, but especially with the way Parker's played, let him be dominant on one side and good on the other.
Fred, last thing before we let you run, heading into the offseason, obviously, ETN. I mean, what do we do? What would you do? What do you think will happen with this young man who was, you know, very good for the Jags this year and was good again yesterday, both running and catching the ball?
I mean, Travis, you know, in his favor, he showed that he still has it. You know, the big red flag or the question mark was, you know, he lost some explosiveness. He lost some speed. He showed all of that. Now, even earlier in the season, he was a lot more dynamic and kind of tapered off on the back end as the rookie started to play a little better. He split some time here and there. They got some opportunities that could have been his opportunities to show that he still has the juice. Statistically, his numbers kind of started to slide a bit on the back end from November up until yesterday, which yesterday he was dynamic. He showed that burst again. He showed the quicks. He showed the vision. He showed he's still a threat in the passing game out of the backfield. And that's what he brings. He has great hands. He's always had great hands. He runs great routes. So he's a huge asset in that department. Now, leverage, I don't know which side has the leverage because that's what it comes down to in the NFL. And we talk these deals is leverage. How bad do they want him back? Are there any takers out there that would want his services at a number that's greater than what the Jaguars might offer him? Does he want to change locations? Does he want to entertain the differences of you know, $500,000 versus $1 million? I don't know.
Right.
Some people rather stay where they are because of the familiarity with the city, the team, the situation. We don't know Travis Etienne in terms of outside of the player. We don't know what he feels business-wise. If he does want to go somewhere else and test the waters and relocate, it's a lot that goes into it. I would love to see Travis back, and I know the fans would. So I don't know, but it's up to Travis at the end of the day, and it's good to have options. It's just that when you get out in the market, if the market doesn't show you the love that you thought you were worth, then now the team that you're leaving, you lose kind of, you know, the bigger side of the negotiating table.
Well, there's
it
certainly
sort of shrinks.
Certainly going to be some roster maneuvering, but it also feels like this could be the beginning of some sustainability. So let's hope the decisions are good one. Guys stay healthy, and we're here next year talking about postseason victories, and happy to have Fred Taylor along the way from preseason to postseason and all year long for that matter. So off season included. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate
you the man,
it.
Freddie. Thank you.
Hey, man, I just want to really quick say, man, I love what the fans showed up this year, man. Thank you guys, for being there. And let's just keep it moving, man. Shout out to Coach Cohen, Tony, James, Mr. Khan, Tony, the other Tony Khan. Just the whole organization, man. This year felt great.
Yep.
And hopefully we can continue to build on it and keep going, man. Go Jags. Go Duvall.
All right, Fred.
There he goes.
Appreciate you, man. There he goes. That's our Monday morning running back, Fred Taylor, on a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Take a quick timeout. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestaProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestaProsAnyFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
Ready? Hey, is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, Surfside Pools has a home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Man, I love Surfside Pools. They take care of the Hicken Pool, and they do a great job. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. You ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net, surfsidepools.net, or call 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas. Know the name. They're your hometown MVP.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Funny thing, a lot of plumbing companies still call themselves local, even after being bought by, well, not local people. Meanwhile, Hall & Sons Plumbing is still family-owned, veteran-operated, and proudly serving Jacksonville the way we always have, with a handshake, honest pricing, and real local roots. So if you want a plumber who actually lives down the road, not in a boardroom 3 states away, call Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills, drops, and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Are you taking weight loss drugs or medication that's making your hair fall out? Whether you're frustrated with results from treatments that just don't work, or you no longer have the fuller, thicker hair that you once had, there's a better way. Our hair restoration solutions have helped literally over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Ready to grow your hair back and have permanent, natural, and guaranteed results? For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duvall Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
That was postseason game number 17 in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Been honored to be at every one of them, and yesterday, man, it was no different. There's nothing like the postseason. You wish you could just bottle that up and take it into the regular season. It was a fantastic atmosphere, and whenever you get a home game, man, it's you want to win. In fact, Jaguars haven't lost a home postseason game, I think, since '99, if we go back and check correctly. So it was beautiful. Shout out to the fans. Shout out to more than 70,000 that came. Shout out to the beautiful Jacksonville weather. Just disappointed in the loss. And that's your Duvall Minute. Brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power, always on the look for experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. Lift Power, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power is rapidly growing. Lift Power has proudly served the Jacksonville area for 50-plus years. Lift Power wants to give you the opportunity to be part of this great family. Here's your opportunity to learn more at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. Yeah, so we haven't lost a home game since that Titans game in 2000, right?
What are you talking about?
Playoff game.
Yeah, that's right. We'd only lost one home playoff game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of history that was beaten back yesterday. The Bills had never won a postseason game with a 2-minute drive inside the final 2 minutes. They hadn't won a road playoff game since '92.
Josh Allen never won a road playoff game until yesterday.
Neither had McDermott. They also had never had. It was their first fourth quarter comeback for a playoff win.
Wow.
Since 1992. So a lot of history in both directions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what those playoffs do because they're few and far between. But you know what? We've now played 6 playoff games since 2017. So hopefully we can keep this going, build on it. And I think Liam Cohen is
And something to build on too is it is our 3rd winning season in 5 years. I mean, it's the process of changing over. We had 2 terrible seasons dumped in between, but
yeah.
And then one of the winning seasons felt like a terrible season. That's the problem. That 9-8 felt 7-10.
Breaking this morning, Dodgeball LaFleur expected to try to work out an extension with the Packers. So,
are you okay if you're Green Bay? Do you want to change, or are you okay with?
You always got to be careful what you wish for, but LaFleur's arc is downward right now, and that's alarming. Okay, if you're a Packer fan, and listen, there was some terrible things that happen as you're choking away that 21-3 lead on Saturday night. A delay of game coming out of a timeout, unacceptable. I mean, a lull where you're not scoring and they are. I thought when they got to 27, of course, McManus missed 2 field goals and a PAT, so it cost him 7 points.
Bad end game for the former Jag kicker.
Yes, it was terrible. So I don't know. It's a little.
You blow a 21-3 lead.
They lost their last 5 games without Micah Parsons. That hurt them. Yeah, they because in what's more frustrating when you're the Packers, and this is one thing about the NFL and the battle of attrition. In September, week 2, that's your Super Bowl team in the NFC. Well,
they had more injury issues than anybody.
They barely made the playoffs, and they were a 7 seed, by the way, 1-10 since we went to
and by the way, it discounted what would have been viewed as an awesome night for Jordan Love. He had 4 touchdowns, no picks.
He was terrific.
And it just, you again,
I was watching the game. And
I thought it was over when they scored that last touchdown, 27-16.
Yeah.
I think it made it. I thought, okay, this game's put to bed.
They got the ball back with seconds left and were able to drive. And then little things like, no disrespect, big fat guy, but if you're not dead, get your FA up and crawl off the field because you just got me a 10-second runoff with 32 to go. I'm just down to 22 now.
Yeah.
I got no shot.
I don't understand that runoff at the end of the Jags game. Why they have to?
Don't ask me about runoffs.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't get the runoff.
By the way, if you want to feel a little bit worse about it this morning,
I want to know if the referees know all these rules, or if New York's in their head by league rule. You've got to tell them blah blah blah.
Well,
blah,
that's
blah.
my point. Because my point is, if you want to feel just a little extra miserable this morning, because this was so egregious, it didn't happen in the middle of a pile. It happened like it was a free and eligible play. When that Bills offensive lineman picked up Josh Allen at about the 8-yard line and carried him to the 6-yard line, and then they continued pushing him in down near the goal line, that's a penalty. It's a penalty in the NFL rulebook. It should have been a 10-yard penalty, and it would have been first and goal from the 18.
Oh, that would have been dicey. That would have been dicey.
And it's a clear breach, and why New York can't see that and fix it is frustrating.
I'm looking at that play right now because on May 21st of 2025, the Bills were among the 22 teams that voted to ban the push.
Well, maybe they changed their mind.
January 11th, the Bills went 4 for 4 in converting the push sneak in the fourth quarter, including the game-winning touchdown. So,
yeah, that last one was almost just a regular sneak, but the push to get it down to the 0. Well, it's now there's a tush carry, and that there's not supposed to be that. You're not allowed to pull and you're not allowed to carry. They're allowing for now to push. We'll see how much longer, but that's annoying. That's a huge play. I would have pushed him way back. And it's nary a mention. I did see you said
it depends on the angle that you see. I've watched this a couple times on the last play of the game or the last Jaguar offense.
You got to get the sideline low angle where you're looking right at the play. And
Parker appeared breaking open.
Yeah. I saw that too.
And Trevor had time, so if he had waited if he had come off I think he just made up his mind. I got to get this ball to him.
Yeah, he wants that one
It's an easy play. That's 10 yards. We'll get, we'll be up to 45. We'll be almost in field goal range. Listen, the beauty of this. Oh, actually, we weren't. We were back 10 yards because the kicker did a good job kicking it in that 20-yard zone where they had to return it. But that was a nice play by. I got to tell you what, that Tre'Davious White made some plays yesterday. Remember him? He was, he was, and then he
kind of fell off. He went somewhere else.
Yeah,
he came back.
He disappeared, and he's worked his way back, and he is a part of the number one pass defense. Jordan Poyer got hurt yesterday. He didn't return. That guy's put together with Scotch tape, bro.
Yeah,
that guy has been through hell and back.
The NFL's got some serious,
we put Josh Allen in the injury tent twice.
Josh Allen took 2 hits to the head, and I'm told was bleeding from his ear in yesterday's game.
He wasn't coming.
That doesn't get you pulled out of a game?
No.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, fast forward 30 years to the Josh Allen CTE tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 shots to the head and bleeding out your ear, and that passes you?
Yeah. And then his knee got bent backwards on that touchdown.
He got killed.
They were getting after him, man. So, anyway, but he, give him credit. Now, Bills will play Denver Saturday. They'll determine the times after tonight, but the Bills will play Denver on Saturday. New England will host on Sunday, and we know Chicago and the Rams will be on Saturday and 49ers Seahawks on Sunday. Is that what I'm? Oh, no, that's not right. Actually, the Rams and Bears on Saturday. No, Sunday. I keep getting this wrong. Rams and Bears on Sunday, 49ers in Seattle. So on Saturday's games, we know Buffalo, Denver, and Seattle, San Fran. 2 good games.
Yeah, man, it can only hope to match what we saw. It's a shame that we had the wrong outcome here, but up until last night's was a dog game. The Chargers look like a freaking 5-12 football team. And I know they're banged up, but they had a lot of their guys.
Yeah.
That defense was pretty much healthy. I know,
Guy says Jim Harbaugh went to the NFL, partly because he couldn't beat Ohio State. He's been eliminated by C.J. Stroud and Mike Vrabel.
Ouch. All right, we'll take a quick timeout. It's the Next Gen Roofing Monday.
Let's do it.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Start your new year off healthy and get screened at Ackerman Cancer Center with on-site imaging, including whole-body MRI, PET and CT scans, and mammography. Early detection is key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
He's not a senior citizen. He's Jacksonville's senior writer, John Osher. And knows your favorite football team. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duvall sub. The Duvall comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duvall sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to floridahomeac.com/careers to find out more.
Happy New Year from Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It is 2026. Is this what you've been waiting for? Is the time now for you to drop the weight with Awaken 180 Weight Loss? Look, the time was right for me. I had to do something. I remember looking at myself in the mirror, just couldn't believe it, man. I was going down a bad path. Found out about the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss, started talking with a coach, and instantly I knew that is exactly what I needed. Awaken 180 changed my life. I lost over 100 pounds. Guys, take it from somebody that lost triple digits on this program. It worked for me. It will work for you. No shots, no pills. You do it the natural way with the terrific coaching of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Call 844-346-1800 or go to Awaken180weightloss.com and do what I did with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Play fake. Trevor rolling to the right, looking, dumps it to Etienne. Travis has it to the 10. Broken tackle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Travis Etienne scored a 14-yard touchdown from Trevor Lawrence. Jacksonville's retaking the lead. How good is that?
Oh, man, it's a tough one to get over. Man, it's lingering for sure. Felt so good. Etienne goes in there with about 4 minutes to go. Get a stop. Instead, we got a breakdown. And Brandon Cooks, who's got to be 1,000. He's a Cooksosaurus.
Still playing.
Got behind the defense, between the defense. It's just unconscionable error, man. You got to keep plays in front of you at that stage. Let them nickel and dime. I'm not saying you got to play dime defense, but man, that was a hard one. You gave up way too many yards, way too easy. And if you had made that game extend, a lot of different things could have happened. That's 30, 40-yard chunk. Just boom, changes the changes the whole, in-game scenario.
No doubt. E, you want to watch this one? Let's see if we can get this. The last time the Rams played the Bears was the Bears in Soldier Field in the playoffs. NFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
You remember it, January 12th, 1986. My question to you is, who was the quarterback that day for the L.A. Rams? Do you remember?
I do.
You should do.
In 89?
86.
86.
You ain't getting it, E.
No, you've never heard of him.
You've never heard of him.
All right.
I think. I mean, it's a very
right.
unique name, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, it's the guy's name was, I believe, was Dieter Brock.
Dieter Brock.
I think I probably just recently heard that name.
Yeah,
So
really?
I
I don't know.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dieter Brock.
I mean,
I'm guessing the Bears won that one.
the Bears, that's the Bears.
That's the
magical
Super Bowl year. Yeah.
24,
Now, who
24 nothing.
Was that Ferragamo then and he was hurt, or I don't recall exactly. I can't imagine Dieter Brock.
I know Wilbur had to play that day.
I don't know if Dieter Brock was ever your number one option.
And I know that the Bears, you know who the Bears shut down that day?
What they shut down?
The Dick. The Dick had nothing that day.
It is 901.
Yeah, it is.
The Dick had 46 yards and 2 fumbles. And let me see if I can find the box score on this one.
That would be what, Eric Dickerson?
Well, I mean, do we really need to say everybody knows? I mean, what are we doing?
I don't know. You try to apply it to, I believe, who Matt Dickerson we had earlier this year.
Because we thought he was son of the Dick.
Yeah, Landon Dickerson has gotten his designations through the years. So, yeah.
Dieter,
Son of a...
By the way, that was a cold, windy day. Dieter was 10 of 31 for 66 yards against that Bears defense.
Now, that Bears defense was for real. They were like the Ravens defense, but if you had to play them when it was 15 degrees.
Yeah.
Like the Ravens defense was every bit as good as that Bears defense, but the Bears were always
I don't know about that.
They were playing at 10 degrees.
I'm talking Dan Hampton, Steve McMichael, Hall of Famers.
Mongo. Yeah.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah.
Richard Dent, Otis Wilson, Mike Singletary, Wilbur freaking Marshall.
Jeez.
And on the back end, you had Leslie Frazier, Dave Dewerson, Gary Fensick, and Mike Richardson.
Did how many was that, 5 or 4?
Wilbur ain't a Hall of Famer, is he? Damn, Wilbur was.
Feels like he should be.
God,
he's Defensive Player of the Year one year, I think, for the Redskins at the time.
He was bad.
He was really good for 2 championship winning
and
teams.
Florida.
He also won. He was part of that Redskin winning team back in the early 90s. Yeah, and at Florida, he's a heck of a player. I think the Hall of Famers are Hampton, McMichael, Dent, and Singletary. I'm not sure there's another one.
I think that's right.
Did they put Gary Fensick in?
No. And I think Dave Dewerson, R.I.P., if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. I think that may have been a CTE, yeah.
So, but that was fur. I'm telling you what, man, they rolled everybody. Except the Dolphins.
Who
Marino got him.
Yeah, beat him.
Yeah.
And I remember that Monday night, and what I remember from that game, it's amazing how a play can stick with you from a big game. But there was a play in that game where Marino threw it across the middle, and it deflected off a Bears defensive back up into the air, and then hit like probably Duper or Clayton, one of them, right in stride. And that was kind of the game changing or game winning play. I'm not going to sit here and
They
tell
won in the playoffs. They beat the Giants 21-0, the Rams 24-0, and the Patriots 46-10. They gave up 10 points, 904. They were 12-0 when they played the Dolphins on that Monday night in December, 38-24.
Yeah, and the Dolphins putting 38 was like the biggest. That may have like matched the rest of the season's total points.
The following week, they beat the Colts 17-10. They beat the Jets 19-6. And then they finished off with the Lions 37-17. They had 2 shutouts. The 3 weeks before they played the Dolphins, they gave up 3 to the Lions, shut out Dallas, and shut out Atlanta. Shut them out. So, yeah, that was a hellacious hellacious defense. Those guys were incredible. And Richard Dent had 17 sacks that year. Otis Wilson had 10.5. Steve McMichael had 8. Wilbur Marshall had 6. Dan Hampton had 6.5. They had 64 sacks.
Who's going to go to the Super Bowl from the NFC this year? The Bears get another home game. I think they get the best draw. I think I'd rather play oh, no, it's the 40. They play the Rams. I was thinking they play the 49ers, who are a little bit more banged
I refuse to discount the Rams, but...
A little sketch lately.
But Chicago has a little magic working. One of those years.
Yeah.
They had like 7
so did
comeback
we.
wins.
Yeah, so did we.
Yeah, and ours went away.
Depends on which team and which is this the force of nature to get him? It's going to be the MVP.
Yeah.
Right? It's Matthew
What's
Stafford.
the line?
That's a good question. I'm going to say that the Rams are a 1.5-point favorite.
Are you?
That's just my guess. Let's see what we got.
That's good.
Let's go division round.
Rams open as road favorites.
Are you reading the? It's not giving me. It's not going. Let's see.
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Buffalo's favored by 1.5.
Really?
You hear the Jags. That's how the Jags line opened, and then the Jags went to 1. So they view the Broncos the same as us, even though we beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Seattle's a 7-point favorite over San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams 3.5. Yeah, on ESPN.
And then
the Patriots will be a favorite. It'll be bigger if it's the Steelers.
Houston's favored over Pittsburgh, right?
I think so. I wonder. That's just a weird, man. I don't like just like completely.
Come on, Pittsburgh.
Discounting that unbelievable streak of Monday night at home.
Right.
23 in a row. And you know how far that's got to go back forever because you don't play, postseason.
Once a year,
right?
twice a year.
Maybe twice at home.
All right, we got the nasty. A lot
boy.
to do. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning, Jacksonville. Melancholy Monday.
It is. It's a next-gen roofing Monday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Sometimes it's an offensive show.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sometimes it's a show of offensive discipline.
There are no words.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Get the best soccer talk on the First Coast on the Coaches Show, presented by Sporting Jacks. Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Baylor discuss the beautiful game Tuesday evenings at 6 on 1010 a.m.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Well, I'm going to give you a little look back on Prize Picks. Your Uncle Dan might have taken advantage of Caleb Williams passing for more than a half yard, paired it with a couple others, and made lots of cash and prizes this weekend. Thank you, Prize Picks. We appreciate it. You can mix and match sports. You can follow other Prize Pick players on the Direct app, copy their lineups in one click. They offer stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. They got early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may have the option to cash out those winnings. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. Get $50 lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Today's restaurant of the day, Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King. Try their new char wings. Char-broiled, never fried, grilled to perfection. Available as a 3 or 10-piece side combo meal with rice and a drink. Order today at one of 5 Jacksonville Flame Broiler locations.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville trusts. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Hey, Hicken here. Leave all the 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. Time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res. And don't forget about your air ducts. Zero Res has a 4.9 rating on Google with more than 8,000 reviews. Bring in the new year with 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning. Plus take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention 1010XL. 287-5727 or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. The Jags' magical run ends with Buffalo as a late Trevor Lawrence pick sealed their playoff exit. The Jags QB wanted more.
This season ended today when we feel like there was more out there for us.
Paulo Banchero powered Orlando past New Orleans as the Magic stayed perfect, bouncing back from losses. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 9:12 and it's 46 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
There was an interesting moment yesterday in the Liam Cohen press conference. Okay. That I'm literally shocked that it's become like on social media the number one talker. E, do you have the question that the young lady asked?
It wasn't a question.
Coach Cohen, or the comment?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one that has, man, on social media everywhere, and clearly there is a disconnect between media and even those in the media and folks out there, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sort of surprised by
it's just not the
how
it's not everybody
has an opinion on it too, which is wild.
Well, again, a personal opinion. It's important, I think, to note a personal opinion and a professional opinion. And the personal side, if that's such a kind thing to say, that's so nice for a coach down on his luck, is not untrue. But the professional, and that's the overwhelming side here because of the stage of where we're at, the professional side, that is way out of bounds. It's not the time or place to be throwing roses. If you want to say that to Liam Cohen, by the way, you can meet him as he's walking off the podium, and you can stop him right there and say that to him. And so, yeah, and from the national perspective, it looks kind of hokey, to be honest.
But here's the press conference. And so the press conference, Liam Cohen comes, for those who don't know, he comes into a room, stands at a podium, and credentialed members of the media are allowed to ask questions.
And and in fairness, this isn't just being, this is our domain. People got deadlines. They're trying to make the 6 o'clock news. They're trying to turn stuff in.
I wasn't in there yesterday when it happened because we were carrying it live on our post-game show, which I was hosting from outside the stadium because I was inside the stadium, but on the field because I was talking. So, but go ahead.
I just want to tell you, congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank
you.
you.
Hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank
And you did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duvall, you the one, all
Thank
right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much
Yeah.
continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there a question? And it was very sweet and very innocent and
Correct.
very, I think, but if for those of us who were trained in media, what was surprising to me was that there are people in media who think that was acceptable, and that's what is surprising to
Yeah.
me. But
I could care less.
Yeah,
I could. I mean, I don't have a deadline.
But I think that because us in the media have sort of killed journalism,
yeah,
that it's different now, and I think the people at home or the fans.
Well, that's fair. They
that's
don't. There
fine.
is no. That's
They
fair.
don't
I
know
guess what you're. I get the point
There
is
are no
that
defining lines
This
to it.
listen. I love snow cones, and I go to church. You don't sell snow cones in church. You don't play tennis on the highway. They're just you don't do it's not the place for it.
Yeah.
And you're not a bad person. Everyone can recognize. Oh, that's so nice and sweet.
Yeah.
That's not what a press conference is for.
Yeah.
And like on the text, it's fun. It's better than the stupid questions y'all ask.
Right.
Yeah, like what? What stupid questions are we asking?
I would just tell
Just out of curiosity.
I would just tell those guys.
Whatever.
And again, it's not that to me. It's not a big deal. But
No, I don't either.
I'm surprised at how big it blew up. So I wanted to address it. But the one thing I would tell the people who sit there and say to you, with the attitude that it was fine, are the same people who sit there and say you guys don't ask any tough questions.
It's silly.
You know what I mean?
It's just not the place for it.
Well, you can't have it both ways.
It's not the place or time for it. Again, I've got nothing. And the Jags know this.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to cheer in the press box. You're not allowed to. When you go in, you have to be you have to be using. When you ask a question in a press conference, it's to use the answer for the news that you're gathering. That's the reason you ask. Every single person who asks a question takes the answer to their specific question and uses it in their story.
And everybody can get.
There wasn't a question there. There was just a.
Everybody can get.
That's all. Whatever.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and everybody is okay to say what they want to say, but to the level of language and stuff that I see on social media directed at like Mark Long, who put out a comment about it. I don't get that. I don't understand how you could be so triggered by what Mark Long said, the F-bombs that flow freely. I mean, it's just...
And these are people that are trying to tell you to be nicer.
Yeah.
How can you not be so... How can you not be effing nicer? Do you people hear yourselves in the way you phrase some of these things?
What are you going to say?
So there's two sides to it. That's I think that's where everything is divided. Where people who don't really understand media, who's never been in those rooms, don't understand.
Right.
Yeah, it's really
How
not
out
the
of place that was.
However,
Right.
but those are the same people like, well, she's being compassionate and she's big up in them.
Yeah,
she was being big up and compassionate, but it was kind of like
You just don't do it there.
correct.
Yeah.
So that's where the line is divided.
But, it is what it is. And like I said, I think part of the reason we should probably, in the media, should take some responsibility because we've sort of blurred the lines of journalism. And so whether it is or isn't, and, sports talk radio is a different animal than what I do on television, and people who write and people, like Jeff said, sometimes there's guys who have deadlines and stuff. Somebody came out and said, there are no more deadlines. Well, yeah,
Yes, there are. You got the
100%
6 o'clock
there are.
news. You're
Yeah.
getting stuff
There
turned
are
around. You're going.
deadlines.
Bottom line is you guys can you can be as sarcastic as you want. It's it's work time. They're not in there to reflect on the season or to make the team or coach feel better. They're trying to get the work done that they need to get done.
I just thought it was fascinating. I'm telling you, this thing blew
How
up.
big of a story
Oh
it is,
my
yeah.
goodness! So it's everywhere. And listen, if we're redefining, then so be it. Let's redefine. Maybe next week we'll go in there with, Jaguar gear on and rock and roll or whatever. It's interesting to me from what I've done my entire career to see it discussed on social media. That's all I was saying.
Well, it's just an amazing get one past the goalie. This is never.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. And if you or it would have been viral in some other city in some other sport. So we literally made history yesterday. I mean, I don't know if that's ever happen in the history and in the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of layers here, guys.
Yeah.
This isn't about big mean. Oh, she said something nice. That's not what we're talking about.
No.
If you don't understand that, that's fine. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. This is the drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. A high-performance machine raises eyebrows and holds your attention.
And play big-time football on a big-time stage.
And so it is with the Performance Painting high-performance play of the game.
Somebody got to make a play. Hey.
On 1010XL.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out. You need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's Terminix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clear water irrigation.
And drainage too.
'Tis the season for bowl picking.
You got the chance to win $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Brought to you by Burlock and Barrel American Whiskey.
You watch them, but can you pick them?
Get your picks in at 1010XL.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Nobody takes better care of my skin or your skin, or nobody has more skincare products that will help your skin not just survive, but thrive. And listen, our friends at Beaches Dermatology, they prefer that you not come in. They prefer that you take care of your skin in the Sunshine State. They prefer that you wear floppy hats so you don't get anything on those ears or on your nose, or long sleeve dry fits, or sunscreen when you're out working in the sun or playing in the sun or watching in the sun all day long. But listen, if something does show up, then you go online at beachesdermatology.com. You find the location that is best to serve you. I go to the one off Solano, which, by the way, is always voted one of the best places to work. They take great care of you, and you find the place that will take good care of you, beachesdermatology.com.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Andersen. Buy one, get one, 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller. Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck? Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip. I mean, it is January. In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold. Well, I wouldn't call this. Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter. So, switch over to heat. What if my system can't remember how to heat? Dude, put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat. I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Yo, what up? This Wyclef with Mary J. Serenade the girls with my acoustic guitars, you know what I'm saying? Yo, fellas having problems with the chicks. I want you right now to turn the lights down low.
9:25 on a melancholy Monday. Start to look ahead. Now, okay, I'll tell you something else that happens next year. First place schedule.
Yeah, but you know what? The way it worked out, that's not, we had some surprise kind of winners. You get the Steelers, you get the Patriots, you get the Broncos instead of the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Ravens, or the Bengals even. But I think we play the North next year.
We got the Ravens. We're at Baltimore. We're at Cincinnati. We're at Dallas. Maybe on Thanksgiving Day. Maybe that playoff win would have helped push us to Thanksgiving Day.
I feel like we're just, again, we won't be in the exact same, the roster won't be the same, but I feel they could play anybody tomorrow in the open or anywhere, and I will feel confident.
Yeah.
Kind of like I did at the end of the year. Now, we've got to have a year where that bridge is like they were able to do in the late 90s, where they got some sustainability, some continuity, and you would feel with a 26-year-old quarterback who officially turned the corner this year, and an offense is just going to get better. I think they'll be able to do that, but you got to go do it.
You got to go do it.
There's nothing to be taken for granted.
Nothing is given to you in the NFL, baby. It's a tough, tough business. So, yeah. And look, at Baltimore won't be easy. Back up to the Cincinnati, at Dallas, at Houston, at Indy. Those are all at the Giants. Okay. At Chicago, at Denver. So,
yeah, Well, we're a much more formidable team, winning 13 this year against what proved to be a real tough schedule. Beat a lot of playoff teams, played a lot of good quarterbacks, played a lot of good running backs. I mean,
it's interesting to see how it all kind of shakes down in terms of, after, Liam has a day to, digest and the boys all start talking to the media. I think Liam meets with the media. I think he's scheduled Wednesday.
Yeah.
So kind of the end of the year one, see how it goes, see what he's thinking, what he's feeling. Had a heck of a great first year. We won the AFC South. Nobody thought we'd win the South. They won 13 football games. That was terrific as well. So it's just hard to get through a lot. Let's take a call real quick. Burning Brian wants to chime in. Good morning, Brian.
Morning, fellas. You guys mind if I start a GoFundMe to help cover my gambling endeavors?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Do we got to couch the cancel the Super Bowl trip? That should help you.
Well, I got 2 tickets to San Francisco and some hotel reservations for sale also. So if you guys if anybody needs anything, give me a shout. I got y'all set up.
Yeah.
The thing about yesterday, though, it was a total team loss. Special teams, defense, offense, coaching, all across the board. The offense was just clunky all day. The defense wasn't doing a good job on the stopping the pass game.
Mm-hmm.
It just a total loss by everybody on the team. But hey, you got to just look forward and hope that we don't repeat what we've done in the past recently.
Right.
I think the nucleus is there with Tony, Gladstone, and Co. I think we've got what we need to move forward and be successful regularly and and compete.
Yeah. I think you feel pretty good about it, but again, like I said, we go back to zero like everybody does. That's what you got. Listen, nobody knows this more than Jag fans. The last 2 coaches in their first years, Marone and Peterson, were terrific, and things got sideways quickly. And you got to hope that doesn't occur here. No one thinks it will. I think you're right. I think we have great nucleus. I think we have great leadership. I think the culture was flipped. I think there's a lot of positives going on in that building. So, but, that's what a lot of teams will be thinking as well, who are now officially eliminated. So we'll see.
Hey, one sidebar real quick. The funny thing is I've been around the field for a long time, and the funny thing was the most popular people that I've ever seen on the field that players come over to were the EA sports guys that do all the video games and designing and stuff are on the field.
Okay.
Every player over there ran up and was talking to those guys. It was so if you ever want to meet a lot, NFL guys, be a designer for the video games, because that was an interesting sidebar. I've never seen so many people come up there and do that.
They want that number.
Thanks,
They need their Madden rating to go up.
They want that rating to
Yeah.
go up.
Doing a
I
little-
remember way back when with Lenny Fournette. He was miffed. I don't know.
No,
why. Lenny
he didn't like
Fournette
his
didn't like
rating.
his number.
He's not the only one. They
Yeah.
all get that way, don't they?
The boys all like to play those games, man. And so, if they don't get that good rating number, they get ticked off. Hey, college basketball, two teams going opposite directions. It was a nice win for the Gators on Saturday against Tennessee. Gets them to 2-1. They got another 3-pack of games that include Oklahoma. But Vanderbilt's on the schedule as well coming up, who is undefeated. So
that game's at Vandy, I believe.
Yeah, that'll be a tough one. But Boogie Flan was the story. We actually had a Boogie Wonderland on Saturday, and that was good to see.
Boogie Wonderland. Boogie hit a couple threes. They can't shoot, but they were distributed, and they put away a good Tennessee team. A Tennessee that's got some good wins.
They got a lottery pick on that Tennessee team.
They're now back to we rushed, to opinions far on both sides.
I mean, a lot of it determined by the guard play.
They've won a couple of they're good enough. They're going to win enough home games, and they're going to have enough wins over ranked teams by the end of the year that they'll be safely in the tournament. But I'd still stand by that. That guard play is probably not going to be enough to go very far.
But
seems the ceiling would be.
Herbs had a nice game as well, so it was a good win for the Gators. Conversely, I flipped over. I looked at FSU. And, boy, they got blown out.
Who did they play?
NC State.
Oh,
they were
that's
up
a
like
little bit
40
surprising.
at home.
I noticed
they have not won a conference game yet.
I took note of, there have been some really good teams, and Florida's played a few of them, but Michigan has been a wagon. They had won every game by average of 33. They lost at home to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So
well,
Badgers got them.
Badgers.
Bad people.
Surprising. But nonetheless, you don't win them all. But there's still who's undefeated. Nebraska's undefeated. Iowa State apparently has a hell of a point guard.
Yeah,
I think they're undefeated. So
we'll be transitioning to a little bit more basketball thoughts. Well, obviously, we've got the football finale is set up when we left you. The Friday nighter hadn't happened yet, but it'll be Indiana. And, buddy, they are red hot going down south. Somebody was telling me that
those tickets for that game are huge.
You had the story about how there was some website or yada yada. Somebody say no, they hack into the cloud and steal it from.
Is that what they do?
Other schools clouds. Apparently.
Yeah, they're cheating. That's the big.
I don't know about that.
Indiana.
Aren't they a engineering school for the most part, Indiana, or no?
Signetti said Google that.
Okay.
That's what he said. So.
Google it. It's on the cloud.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, maybe grab some New York City headlines.
We'll do that.
Get a little break, feel good, get nasty. You want to get nasty?
It's the next gen roofing.
I love getting nasty.
All right.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Non-Stop Knowles. Search 1010XL Seminoles on YouTube.
Mike Dempsey here for Big Number 1 Duvall Ford. Did you know that Duvall Ford offers a mobile service that comes to you at home or at work? Get oil changes, filters, battery replacement, recalls, and more with no extra fees. Same dealership quality delivered. Easy online scheduling with live technician tracking. Also available for fleets and commercial. On-site service at your convenience. Contactless payments and paperless invoicing. Serving Jacksonville and surrounding areas, Duvall Ford. Schedule your next service at DuvallFord.com.
What's happening, gentlemen? This message is for you. ET here for Blue Chew. Guys, this isn't just about performance. It's about confidence and reputation. And I got your cheat code. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a game changer. These chewable tablets help you feel and perform at a very high level. Stronger, longer. And let's be real. We all know that they're talking about us in their group chats, so let's give them something to talk about. No awkward doctor's visits, no waiting rooms, just fast-acting chewables delivered straight to your door. That keeps them nosy neighbors out your business, if you know what I'm saying. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com, and make sure you use my promo code 1010XL at checkout to get your first month on me. Just pay $5 shipping. That's promo code 1010XL. Then just chew it and do it, baby.
Superior Plumbing and Pipelining is family-owned and delivers fast, reliable service. Save thousands by restoring your cast iron pipes instead of replacing them. Visit SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com today.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 12, 1995, the infamous O.J. Simpson trial began in Los Angeles, California.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Don't wait for leaks to tell you it's time. Start the new year with a roof built to last from Romano Brothers Roofing. Serving Jacksonville for over 45 years, their family-owned team handles repairs, full replacements, and residential or commercial installs, including durable metal roofs. They even do remodels and additions. Call 904-246-5649 or visit RomanoBrothersRoofing.com for a free estimate. License number CCC 1328893.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Oh, so many nuggets from the I mean, I got just my nuggets would be there's just two things to me. I would kick the points, especially in the playoffs. I think they're worth more in a touchdown lead there. And this isn't Monday morning quarterback. And just about everybody in the moment, whether you're texting or talking with your friends, wants the 3 there. Let's get the touchdown lead. Yeah. But the second thing, and this is a big misstep, it gives me a little bit of pause in my head coach and his reading the game and the flow. You're gashing one of the worst run defenses in the league. You are tearing them up. And you're playing against the number 1 pass defense in the league, and you throw it twice as much as you give those running backs carries. I think that was a terror. I think it cost them the game. I think if they would have run it with the running backs 30 times, they would have won.
Interesting.
So there you have it. Nugget it up.
Nugget up.
We're going to do some New York City headlines just to kind of, cleanse the palate a little
Brought to
bit.
you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners, man. I love Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations to serve you. They take care of the consumer, man. They are there for you. Free pickup and delivery. Just give them a call and check and make sure that you are on their route schedule. After that, you can just put out a blue bag, hit a little digit on your phone, and off they come. I mean, it's terrific stuff. Michael P. Harris' family been doing this for 35 years. They have one off the South Side with a 24-hour service kiosk, one in Ponte Vedra with the exact same thing. You can go by and see the facilities. They're unbelievably clean. They're unbelievably perfect, quite frankly. And it's a labor of love for Mike and his people. And we appreciate them. Oceanside Cleaners. We just don't clean. We care. Hit it.
Real headlines from today's New York City papers. These people are always in 9 o'clock nasty mode.
Teen allegedly set home on fire. His family of 4 slept inside in plot to kill friend. Cops.
Dang, so all of them gotta go back?
If you're 14 and starting fires to kill anyone, then you probably lock up.
Curtain call, New York City Rock Den to close, rebrand as a small theater.
That'd be good. If I ever go to New York, I'll keep that in mind.
New doc claims these factors led to Nick Reiner alleged brutal murder of his parents.
I mean, this is just what there's going to be no discovery in all this.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Like a crazy evil.
I don't know if you saw it last night, but all that glitters. The best dressed celebrities at the Golden Globes 2026, including Mrs. Josh Allen, Haley Steinfeld.
What?
No, yeah.
She was at the Golden Globes last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she should be here supporting her husband's where she should be.
Oh.
Instead of hanging out in that Hollywood fit. Did she win something? If she didn't win anything, honey, I kind of like you come to the game.
I thought she was a presenter.
Yeah, that's awesome. The Golden Globes.
Nikki Glaser draws gasps during Golden Globes. Roast after digs at A-listers on Epstein list and new CBS News boss Bari Weiss.
Yeah, she said CBS News. CBS.
Oh, dear.
But, yeah, whatever. I don't watch. Those are repulsive dives. I wouldn't watch the Globes unless you take my eyeballs open and made me.
Timeline of tragedy. Ex-FBI agent suggests possible motive in twisted murder of Ohio dentist and wife after chilling timing of slaughter.
This is one of the great deductive minds. Why would the ex-husband kill the ex-wife? Gee! Let me come up with a motive.
Hero Florida mom died protecting her children after husband flew into a rage over NFL game, shooting stepdaughter in face.
Oh, dear.
People's have I don't know what we've done as a society to minimize life to the point that we have that people take it and give it way too nonchalantly.
Puff piece. Sean Penn caught smoking at his table during the Golden Globes. Puff piece.
Puff piece.
Hold on. What am I missing there?
Puff.
Yeah.
Smoking.
I know.
It's a vape pen.
Headline. Jay Flawless, Jennifer Lawrence bears it all in see-through floral dress on Golden Globe carpet.
Because they usually are so humble about how they dress and put it out there.
On the move, Rockefeller Christmas tree lit up for final time. Here's the surprising place it will end up.
Compost?
Drunk mom convicted of murder after toddler drowned while she was chatting with men on dating apps.
Oh, gosh.
I hate people, man. New York City headlines is making me hate humanity.
Hits keep coming. Eagles star's brother arrested on OWI charge hours before crushing playoff loss.
I don't know which Eagle he's referring to, but OWI operating. What's he, driving a snowplow up there?
Worth the wait. New York City sumo wrestlers stay hot on the dating scene as they prep for world championships in Westchester.
Sure, they stay hot and sweaty, I'm sure.
Worth the wait.
Huh? Lift up one of those folds, you'll see hot.
It's sweaty.
Some culture in
Here's
there.
your picture of the sumo wrestler that you'll enjoy in the headline. Stay hot.
What are those teats, man?
Teats.
What are those things? Good gracious. I can't unsee that. You're listening to The Drill. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday.
New York City headlines.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic palm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Hey, good here from my friends at Action Garage Door. If your garage door wakes up the family or slows things down when you're running late, man, I'll tell you what. Upgrade to a quiet, smart opener from Action Garage Door Services. Nobody does it better. How cool is it? Man, you can control it right from your phone. You enjoy smooth, quiet operations daily. And now's the time to act. Lock in current pricing before early year updates. Make no payments for 6 months with approved credit. And if you go to the site, which you can access through GarageDoor911.com, that's GarageDoor911.com. Go to the promo code 1010XL, put it in there. 1010XL, you get $50 off. That's simple. For your Action Garage door, brand new opener, premium parts, premium people, premium service. Nobody better than Jeff Bernard and his crew. They'll take great care of you. Check them out. You'll be glad you did. It's GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family-owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back to the program.
Gentlemen, you know what I saw a lot of yesterday?
What'd you see out there, E? Did you see it double?
The grills, the Steezy grill.
I thought it was pretty creative.
Steezy's done for the year.
Yeah, Steezy.
Yeah, got to put that grill up. The grill now is
Grill's
the
gotta go.
barbecue variety.
Right? But there was a lot of grills out yesterday.
Yeah. We're going to have to get over it. Disappointing. Buffalo, 27. Jacksonville, 24.
Dang. Should have kicked it.
You know, I read when the game was first announced, like last Sunday when it was all settled, I went behind enemy lines and I read a column from the Buffalo beat writer for one of the, I don't know if it was for the Buffalo News or who it was for, but he did, he went back and forth. I thought he was fair to the Jags, but I thought, yeah, as a Buffalo beat writer and a homer, he's probably going to feel like the Bills are going to win, and lo and behold, he did. But what stuck out to me now, as I think back on, is he picked 27-24.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. That Sunday that it came out. This is one of those that if you cover the Bills and are a Bills fan, you thought the Bills were going to win a close game. And if you cover the Jags or were a Jags fan, you thought the Jags were going to win a close game. And yesterday it played out why you think that. 2 very, very good teams that, went back and forth. They each probably would have liked to have done a few things differently. But in the end, you had, look, you don't play these 60-minute games by taking little segments and assigning all the blame
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's the end of the day. When your offense gets the ball with 7 minutes to go and they drive down the field and score the the go-ahead touchdown, that's time for the defense to step up and hold them off.
Just a little anger there.
I see that.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Is it anger?
Nah.
Everyone here okay?
No. Don't look at your phone during the show.
Okay.
It's a lesson for everyone.
Yeah.
If you're ever hosting a radio show, don't look at your phone. You get annoyed. You get angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where to go? Do you want me to share it?
If you want to.
No.
Do I have the same one? Well,
No.
Okay. No, never
You're in
mind.
the
It's something
clear.
different.
You're all happy.
Yeah. Well, no, this is, I got one at the same time. So I want to make sure. Sometimes we'll get a group text, so. There we have it. We talked a little Gator basketball. I'm a little disappointed we didn't talk a little bit more about the Atlanta Hawks post-Trey undefeated, ET. There's some talk as they go to the Lakers tomorrow night that trend will continue. I mean, back-to-back over Denver and Golden State. What else we got to do to prove
He's got a big trip to NYC coming up in about 3 weeks.
Coming up.
When is that? Feb what?
Feb 1.
6?
Feb
1?
Yeah, game's Feb 1.
Sunday.
Where are we at on Justin Herbert, man? You think Chargers fan? It's not him, is it?
No.
That's what I feel.
I think that you're disappointed, and he did, like last year, he got taken to the cleaners by Houston, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He did, yeah.
They blew the Jaguar game, but now this one wasn't his fault. I mean, this one was like he tried. I mean, he's running, he's getting blasted, he's got
sacked 6 times.
Sacked 6 times. He ran for 40 yards.
19 for 31 passing. He ran actually for 57.
Harbaugh also on a 4th and goal from the 2 decided to go for it and said, on the road, we get an interception.
I know they won't take advantage of the momentum. That's a commonality in the 2 Liam deals.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati, it was the Lloyd interception.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got him down there. Let's get something. Yesterday, they fumbled the kick, and what we give him back? All the momentum. We sacrificed the easy points. You also would have got Cam a chance to kick one with no nerves and easy, a chippy.
Mm-hmm.
First playoff kick of his career. Maybe the 54-yarder feels a little different. I'm not saying one way or the other. But I wonder. But I'm kind of like you. I think Herbert's fine. I don't think he's a problem. I think if you go trying to change quarterbacks, you're going to add to your problems out there. That offensive line is beat up, and the way he wants to play may not work like it did when he was in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Harbaugh gets all this credit for how he coaches, not coaching college, and that he runs that pro style bat.
Right.
Maybe it works, but you better be awful dominant.
Super Bowl odds from MGM right now. Bet MGM. Who do you think is the favorite?
What
do you guys think is the favorite to get to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, after this weekend I'm gonna. Boy, that's. I picture they're a bunch really close.
Two co-favorites.
Denver and Buffalo.
Wrong and wrong.
49ers. Rams.
Rams Seahawks.
Oh yeah.
Rams Seahawks plus 300.
I don't know why the Rams are still plus 300, man.
Yeah.
What are the Bills?
Plus 550.
That seems like a smart one.
Patriots plus 650, Broncos plus 700, Texans plus 1,300, Bears plus 1,400, Niners plus 1,700, Steelers plus 5,000.
That's to win the Super Bowl, right? Or to make the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl odds is all.
Yeah, it's to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would need them to win. But I don't even know if 5.5 is good there either. You got to get good odds to go through that gauntlet.
Yeah,
you're better off just taking that team that you think might win and play it that way, step by step.
E, get us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. I guess I'm ready now if I need to take a shower in here. Pull the shower curtain a little
That's
further
correct,
over
yes.
to the right.
Some privacy.
Nice and clean.
We'll be all covered.
When things get a little crazy in here, no one will know.
Initial season's over.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks that the season's over, but I'll spoil it. I'll give the Jags an A+ for the year. I mean, honestly, right? You can say not everything was perfect, and there has to be room for growth. But man, when it comes to any reasonable set of expectations, they outperformed them. But that doesn't mean I'm not disappointed with the way it went yesterday. There were missed opportunities. I don't understand Basil Tootin not touching the ball in the second half of that game.
Yeah.
I just don't.
He looked great.
He looked great. He had 4 touches, 4 carries for 51 yards. every single time. ETN should have had it more between the two of them. But you can also argue their offense put up good points in the second half. So
it shouldn't be lost that twice in the fourth quarter they went and got the lead.
They took the lead, right?
Yeah,
so, I
and
mean,
twice
you
they
could
came
say,
back.
well, they could have done it a different way. But I do think if you would run it, maybe you run the clock a little bit more. Maybe Buffalo doesn't have those 3.5 minutes or whatever at the end of the game. But who knows? It could have gone a lot of different ways. And unfortunately for the Jags, it didn't. They just didn't make enough plays yesterday. It's the way it is. Buffalo made them. We didn't.
That's the game, just like that.
It really is.
It's
That's
all
the
over.
season. It's not.
It was like you're sitting there thinking, you had the lead with 2-minute warning.
Right.
You're sitting there thinking,
yeah,
okay.
I felt like Buffalo was going to go down
Yeah.
and put themselves in position. And I honestly, rewatching it, I thought when he ran and got the first down, I thought they were trying to carry him in the end
That's
zone.
what I thought.
I really did.
Yeah.
It looked like I thought they decided, look, if he gets it,
Let him go.
Then let's pull him in and save the time because they're going to get in. I felt
Didn't you
like
think that
sure they would get in.
would you? One of the things I was debating in the press box, they got the ball. Obviously, they decided he wasn't in. He was on the 1 foot line. And I'm like, now we're dead.
Yeah.
But I said I would have had Josh Allen go up and take a knee on the first play.
I don't think you can because then you put yourself at the 1.5. What if you get a procedure penalty? Now you're at the 6.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You got to get the touchdown.
I kind of I was also like, man, just all the way, but then it's like, nah, just score.
No, I would 100% score.
All right.
No way, because you almost like, what if the penalty was called on the guy trying to lift him up, taking him into the end zone?
Right.
I mean, anything can happen. We saw it with the Jags a couple weeks ago, right? When Liam goes for it and the Jags got back-to-back penalties, all of a sudden it's 3rd and 11.
Right.
Instead of 3rd and short, and anything can happen, man.
Yeah,
So-
it can, but I don't know.
Well, hopefully
it worked out for him.
Hopefully
Obviously,
this is not the end; it's the beginning, and that we got a bright future ahead. It feels that way, but
It feels
gotta
that way,
go
but
prove
look,
it.
I've been saying, and I hope this is not the case with the
Correct.
Jags.
Correct.
Let's stack them up, these 13-win seasons. But Cam Newton won the MVP, and they went to the Super Bowl, and they just got back this year,
right?
a
to the
decade
playoffs.
later,
Yeah.
to the playoffs.
Yeah.
To the playoffs, they
hard.
just got back.
Everybody goes back to 0.
And they did it with an 8-9 record because their whole division stunk. I mean, everything goes back to 0.
Yeah.
Will you be as healthy next year? Will you get career seasons from the kind of guys you got them from? And maybe you will. Maybe other guys will rise up. And that's life in sports every year. But, I think Trevor said yesterday, it's hard to get here. You in the post game, you don't just start at 13-4 next year. You start at the bottom. You get a couple of bad breaks early. You find yourself 1-3, and
Fighting for
the
your life.
whole year is different, right? And you can be just as talented.
Damn it!
Oh man!
Well, next year will be different. I think they've earned a lot of respect around the league. We'll be, we'll get
Agree.
the 4 or 5 prime timer kind of games. Which
Don't get carried
4 or 5
away.
is a little much.
Don't get carried away.
I'm including. We'll have 4 when you include London. That's a national.
We'll see.
They'll get a couple. Trevor's
3 with London is what I think. But whatever. I mean, that's
either
fine.
way.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that'll do it for
Thanks,
us.
Mike.
It's been a
Thank
next
you,
gen
guys.
roofing Monday. So we've got the roof maybe collapsed yesterday. That's okay. We can rebuild it, and you can rebuild yours with next gen roofing.
Yeah.
You sobered up?
Stay sober, bro.
Let's swerve.
Swerve, 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 swerve.
The